Hey everybody, C Dwayne here with a little bit of a different video today, or this evening, or whenever you're watching me. So if you watch the channel for a while, you'd probably know that I kind of like D&D a little bit. I kind of like, fantasy roleplay, all that quite a bit. Now, stuff like Baldur's Gate I haven't really touched a whole lot. That's something I do want to play one day. I mean, GOG has like the originals on sale all the time, so that might be something for the future. However, I have played Solasta Crown the Magister, at least a little bit. Me and Aqueous Arabian played it last year. No, it wasn't last year. I think it was the year before. Yeah, it was the year before because before I upgraded my computer. And our gameplay did not last very long because we had a combat encounter that went sideways and both of us got a little frustrated. But we're going to give it a try again soon. We're in the talks of it right now, but I reinstalled it. I have all the DLCs now, so Supporter, Sorcerer, Inner Strength, Primal Calling, Lost Valley, and Palace of Ice. For reference, when I last played, Palace of Ice wasn't out, and which one? Inner Strength wasn't out yet. So I thought it'd be kind of neat to just kind of go over the character creation in this game. I tried recording this a previous time. That didn't go well for a few reasons. I kept on, like... I was kind of thirsty and I was kind of tired. So I kept on kind of drawing on. And I didn't really fully go over everything either. So I think I'm just going to try and take this time to, like, optimize, like, the character system in here. Go over everything and kind of give my thoughts on things from here and there. So... pull up characters. So when you do start the game, you do have a litany of like pre-generated characters in case you want to hop in. There's a bunch of random characters. Now you can make your own personal characters too, obviously. I made a couple here. Big fan of them. Humble Towers came from the original recording. He's the only one from that I saved. I really like Humble Towers. He's a very neat guy. But we're just going to start with a blank slate here. So, new character. Alright, so your first thing is going to be race. So, you have 9 races to choose from now with like all the updates and everything. Because they said they're not adding any more updates to the game. You got 9 races, 4 of which have options between an additional race. Now, there are other races in the game. There's orcs, there's goblins. The game has like its own like OC like race, is some reptile thing. At least I think it's like an OC type thing. I don't think it appears in like D&D or anything. But playable-wise, you just got like 9 different races. So let's go through all the races first. So we got dwarves. So dwarf, ancestry features: move, 5 die, ability score increase, constitution +2. Dwarven resilience, saving for advantage against poison, resistance to poison damage. Dwarven combat training, proficient with battle axe, hand axe, and warhammer. Heavy armor training, unaffected by heavy armor penalties. So that's for both dwarf sub-races. Now, specifically for hill dwarfs, we have an ability score increase of wisdom. We have dwarven toughness, so +1 hit point per level. Dark vision, see normally in dim light, and in natural darkness as if in dim light. And your starting languages, common and dwarvish. Also, for changing your gender, it's right down here at the bottom. You can be a lady, or you can be a fella. So then let's go to Snow Dwarf, the other race. Nice haircut, bro. Snow Dwarf. So you get a increase to dexterity +1, provision with heavy crossbows, dark vision, common and dwarvish languages, +2 to constitution saving throws, resistant to cold weather, and immunity to frozen conditions. So the Snow Dwarfs have a lot more going on than the hill dwarfs. So basically, to view it, dwarfs would be good fighters, especially with everything down here. Hill dwarfs could also feasibly work for a druid. Now snow dwarfs could be an interesting one to go for a rogue. or also, fighter again. Like I said, everything's very similar to D&D, but not like an exact like one-to-one thing. I think it's really interesting. Okay. Next up, Dragonborn, everyone's favorite scalies. So that's basic dude. He looks devilish. And then lady, very nice. So, Dragonborn, move 6 die. Ability score increase, strength to 2, charisma to 1. For Draconic Ancestry, select the type of and associated damage type of your Draconic Ancestry. So, we got black dragons for acid. We've got blue dragons for lightning. We've got gold dragons for fire. We've got green dragons for poison. And we have silver dragons for the cold. Now, it's kind of weird because like you can still kind of change their scale color in the character creation and all that. You don't... Like, you can have, like, silver dragon that looks more like green and all that. And not gonna lie, I kind of pointed this out in the original recording. The silver just kind of looks weird because it doesn't really look silver. It looks more like beige and all that. It's strange, but I guess that's just how the texturing is. Anyway, so I went over those. Breath weapon, damage resistance. So these, good barbarian, good fighter, charisma. Hey, could be a good paladin. Pretty neat, all that. Next up, gnomes, one of my favorites. I think gnomes are neat little mystical fellas. So that be the lady, that be the fella. Ooh, he looks like a baby with a wig on. Gnome, ancestry features: move 5 die, dark vision. Gnome cunning, you have advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic. Very nice. Ability score increase, intelligence +2. So, now specifically for rock gnomes. Constitution +1. Tinker, you have proficiency with artisan's tools, smith's tools. Using these tools, you spend a quarter of the normal time to craft a basic item, and your proficiency bonus is doubled when making the roll to determine whether your crafting progresses. Artificer's lore. Whenever you make an intelligence or history check, you can add twice the proficiency bonus instead of any proficiency bonus you normally apply. So kind of a brainiac here. Very good. So shift over. Shadow Gnome. He doesn't look very shadowy to me. Dexterity +1. Stealthy, of stealth proficiency. And Illusion Trickster. You know the Annoying Bee cantrip. Intelligence is your spellcasting ability for it. I guess also as a quick heads up, when we start going over classes, when we get into like spells, I won't be reading like every spell verbatim, mainly because there's a lot, and I was kind of like stumbling over my words trying to read them in a previous video. A lot of them are like base D&D ones, but there are some that are either inspired or they're just original creation is pretty neat. I like the Annoying Bee. I think it's funny. So gnomes, big brainiacs here. They're your good wizards, good what's the other intelligence one? Shit, I forgot the other intelligence one, but yeah, good wizards. Shadow gnomes, pretty good rogues they could make, and rock gnomes, they could definitely be a good wizard with the tinkering and all that. Another thing, because the point's called Artificer's lore here. Artificer is not a class offered here. It does offer like the basic like D&D classes we all know. It doesn't offer Artificer though. I guess because Artificer is kind of newish to D&D a little bit. I believe so anyway. So next up, half elves, everyone's go-to. Oh, wonderful fellow there. Alright, half-elf. Move, 6 die. Ability score increase, charisma +2, increase 2 other scores by 1 point each. Bonus skills, choose any 2 skills. Dark vision. Fey ancestry, saving throw against charm, immunity to magical sleep. And languages, common, elvish, and one language of your choice. And then the dude, the whammon. So, pretty good, charisma and all that, so cleric, paladin, sorcerer, bard. If you're going any of those, this is probably the best go-to. Plus, like, you're so versatile with like skills and all that. Like I said, They're a little boring, but like they got like a lot working with them. So yeah, all pretty good. Speaking of halvesies, up next, half-orcs. You're very green, my man. So this the fella, this the lady. Alright, half-orc. Move, 6 die. Ability score increase, strength +2, constitution +1. Dark vision, see normally in dim light and in natural darkness if as in dim light. Menacing, you gain proficiency in the intimidation skill. Relentless endurance. When you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead. You can't benefit from this feature again until you finish a long rest. Savage attacks. When you score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, you can roll one of the weapon's damage die one additional time and add the result to the extra damage of the critical hit. So these are a very good barbarian class and good fighter class too, and you know, paladin too. If you're let me put my opinion like this: if you're gonna making a half orc and then sticking him as like a sorcerer or like wizard and all that, I can't shoot down your creativity. You know, we're all entitled to our own things, but I do think you're kind of wasting potential on that. Just my fault though. Make whatever you want. Alright, next up, human. The Play-Doh of the fantasy world. You can mold them into anything you want. And they're the easiest one here for stats. Move, 6 die. Ability score increase, +1 to all ability scores. Languages, common, and 1 language each of your choice. There's human lady. Here's human dude. Very good. Yeah, they're... Use them for whatever you want. Wizard, barbarian, whatever you want. They're good for anything. Alright. Tiefling. Oh. I should read the little things here too. Let's go back here. Hill dwarves are naturally skilled miners and craftsmen, gifted in keen senses, deep intuition, and remarkable resilience. Blocky and sturdy, they are fierce warriors and keepers of their ancestral culture and traditions. Snow dwarves are sturdy and adventurous, adapted to harsh terrain and low temperatures. Blocky, agile, and sturdy, they are fierce warriors and keepers of their ancestral culture and traditions. The Dragonborn came into being as the fruit of the dalliances polymorphed dragons of humanoid lineages. Well accepted in the Maniclon Empire, they became secretive and reclusive after the Cataclysm, self-reliant but keeping to themselves. By the way, there's lore here about like the Maniclon Empire, stuff like that. I don't know too much Solasta lore. I know they have their own lore and all that. I think they have lore books you can get online too. I'm not sure what the full lore is, but you know, they got a new thing going, so you know, good for tactical adventures. Alright, rock gnome. Living inside mountains made of rock, gnomes are hardy and inventive. They can live under the sky, but underground is home. Oh, there's like a general thing too. Is there? Oh no, it's just for rock gnomes. While rock gnomes chose to settle underground, shadow gnomes used their natural ability to hide in plain sight. As such, they weathered the cataclysm in improbable places. Seemingly shy and aloof, their talent for stealth makes them feared practical jokers. How about some impractical jokers? I never watched the show, so I can't make any references. Half-elves. Offspring of the human refugees from Tirmar and the Solastan elves, half-elves have the strength of their parents, versatile, charismatic, and gifted with dark vision and fey ancestry. They are always torn between two cultures, aren't we all? Half-orcs. Offsprings of human and orcs, half-orcs often have a history of violence rather than romance. Rejected by both their parents' families, they tend to rely on strength to get on in life. Hey now, we can be lovers in a world full of war. Human! Originally born in Tirmar and brought to Solasta before the Cataclysm, humans have adapted to their new world thanks to their unique talents. Able to live anywhere and take any job, they are versatile above all else. Aren't we all? Alright, Tiefling! One of their ancestors sold his soul to a fiend from the outer planes, and now all his offspring carry the taint of fiendish blood. Their bodies reflect this inheritance, which leads many to distrust them at first sight. Because of these prejudices, most tieflings live reclusive lives in tightly knit communities. Poor fellas. Alright. Tiefling. Move, 6 die. Dark vision. He just looks like Satan. I'm sorry. He looks like a mix of like Satan and like Billy Mitchell, that Donkey Kong guy. Anyway, dark vision, see normally in dim light. Yeah, yada. Hellish resistance, you have resistance to fire damage. Ability score increase, charisma +2, intelligence +1. Infernal legacy. You know the produce flame cantrip. When you reach level 3, you can cast the Hellish Rebuke spell as a level 2 spell once with this trait, and regain the ability to do so again when you finish a long rest. When you reach level 5, you can cast the darkness spell once with this trait, and regain the ability to do so again when you finish a long rest. Charisma is your spellcasting ability for these spells. So, charisma, you know, paladin. Pretty much, this is like a good go-to for like magic, anything magic, because you got both charisma and intelligence. And then that's Satan. Here's Satanet, apparently. Okay. Elves. High elves are descendants of the people who ruled Solasta for centuries. They are trained to use magic very early and have a gift for languages. They received the traditional martial training of their people with swords and bows. Alright. Elf. Ability score increase, dexterity +2. You look like you're sunburned, lady. Fey ancestry. Alright. Saving throw against charm, immunity to magical sleep, dark vision, keen senses, proficient with the perception skill, and then trance, 4 hours of meditation are sufficient to rest. Specifically for high elves. So move 6 die, intelligence +1, elf weapon training, proficient with longsword, short bow, longbow. High elf cantrip. Choose one wizard cantrip using intelligence as a spell casting ability. And languages, common, elvish, and one language of your choice. And then sunburned lady. That's just a black dude elf. Not sunburned. He looks like he's fine. Okay. Sylvian elf. Born and raised in the eastern forests of Solasta, Sylvian elves are trained to survive in the wilds and are practically apt to survival. As their high elf cousins, they are trained to fight with swords and bows since childhood. But I don't understand why they didn't just move this up here. They both have it. Just save on space down here. Anyway, move 7 die. Ability score increase, wisdom +1. Elf weapon training, proficient with longsword, short bow, longbow. Sylvian adaptability, proficient with survival and athletics, advantage on survival when hunting. Languages, common, elvish, dwarvish, halfling. Alright, Sylvian elf, good hunter, good ranger, whereas high elf, could be a good wizard. Both could be good rogues. Choice is up to you. Alright, lastly, the one race I always forget about in fantasy, halflings. Alright. Well, we'll read this first and go into race stuff. So, he looks like a baby. Move, 5 die. Ability score increase, dexterity +2. Brave, advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Lucky, when you roll 1 on attack roll, ability check with saving throw, re-roll and use the new roll. Halfling nimbleness, you can move through the space of any creature that is of a larger size than you. Alright. So, March halflings have lived in tradition of their ancestors who used to move, fight, and even sleep in swamp terrain. They are practically sturdy compared to their island cousins, while being generally less likable and certainly no less courageous. Marsh halfling, Constitution +1, common halfling for languages. Swamp, areas with marshes and ponds and a humid atmosphere are considered swamp terrain. And then dark vision. Alright, then Marsh dude. Why are you sunburned? Alright. Then Island Halfling. Island Halflings are the children of adventurous halflings who left the northern marshes to venture south and settle in the sunny islands. Discreet and brave, they are inclined to be affable and get along with all others. You know, they're like, hey dude, how's it going? Also, from looking at this picture, you could easily, like, you know, get a halfling, make a green, say, hey, this is actually a goblin. Just to roleplay. Actually, probably not, because the goblins here definitely look like, you know, traditional goblins, you know, Cretan-y. Anyway, Island Halfling, ability score increase, charisma +1, languages, common, halfling, and one language of your choice. And rope dancing and advantage on dexterity checks. So, halflings, good rogues, go back to the one here. Yeah, good rogues. Charismatic, and then lady on the halfling. dude on halfling, and you definitely look like you're from Island, man. Alright, that's everything for races, I believe. Should I choose? Here, you know what? Give me one moment, let me get my die. Alright, here's the deal. I got a D10 right here. This will decide what we play as. So, 1 dwarf, 2 dragonborn, 3 gnome, so on and so forth. If I get a 10, it's just, roll again. So, in regards to what we get here, I do want to go back just to pull like one of the more Xog races to show some of their customization stuff. But, that'll depend on what we get. So, kind of hope for Dragonborn or Tiefling since they have more stuff to them, but here we go. That is a 6, so basic human. My god, man. So let's roll for gender too. To even, dude, odd lady. Odd, we're making a whammon. You look jaundiced, madam. Alright, now here's where the majority of my reading pain is going to come into play, because there's a lot to read for classes. So, you got Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard. Basic D&D stuff, what you come to expect. Now there is... So, everyone has 4 subclasses, and some of them are pretty decent recreations of, their D&D counterparts, and some are unique, take some liberties, and varying degrees of neatness. Let me take a swig of water here, because I'm going to be wearing my voice out. Oh, that's better. Alright. Well, let's take it from the top. Barbarian. Barbarians are fierce warriors from the edge of civilization. Their battle rage makes them dangerous combatants. Alright. We'll start with here, and then we'll get into higher levels and Primal Path. So, saving for proficiencies, strength for constitution, barbarian weapon proficiencies, simple weapons and martial weapons. Armor proficiencies, light armor, medium armor, and shield. Skills. Choose 2 of these skills. Animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, survival. I think I'm going to skip on the skills and all the 2 just because that's going to save on some reading. Rage. In battle, you fight with primal ferocity. On your turn, you can enter a rage as a bonus action. This grants you advantage on strength saves and checks, an additional +2 bonus to melee attack damage, and resistance to slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing damage. You gain these benefits only if you are not wearing heavy armor. It lasts for 1 minute, or ends if you have not attacked or suffered damage since your last turn. If you start with 2 rages, renewed after a long rest. Unarmored defense. When you are not wearing armor, your armor class equals 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your constitution modifier. You can use a shield and still gain this benefit. And then for your equipment, so great axe and then you can choose from any of the martial weapons. We won't fill around with this yet. Hand axe, ×2. And then, pretty sure it's just a basic weapon. Then the swords pack, 4 javelins, and barbarian clothes, which is this little gap right here. And clothing aesthetics differs from gender too. It doesn't really differ on race. I think they all look the same on each race, but there is a difference on genders. Alright, so higher level barbarian stuff. So reckless attack. Before you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn, but attack rolls against you have advantage until your next turn. Danger sense. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws for effects and spells as long as you're not blinded or incapacitated. Level 3. Additional rage use. You can rage 1 additional time per long rest. Primal Path. At 3rd level, you choose a path that shapes the nature of your rage. Level 4, ability score choice, and then it's basically like our boosting an ability score or getting a feat, just like D&D. Level 5, extra attack. You can attack 1 more time per combat turn when you use the attack or shove actions. Fast movement. Your speed increases by 2 cells if you're not wearing heavy armor. Okay, level 6, additional rage use. Level 7, Feral Instinct. Your instincts are so honed that you have advantage on initiative rolls. Additionally, if you're surprised at the beginning of a combat and are not incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn, but only if you enter rage before doing anything else on that turn. Alright, level 8. Yeah. Level 9, Brutal Critical. You can roll 1 additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage for a critical hit with a melee attack. Additional rage damage, increase your rage damage by 1. Level 11, Relentless Rage. If you drop to 0 hit points while you're raging and don't die outright, you can make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. If you succeed, you drop to 1 hit point instead. Each time you use this feature after the first, the DC increases by 5. When you finish a short or long rest, the DC resets to 10. Level 12, Additional Rage Use, ability score choice. Level 13, Brutal Critical Advanced. Add another damage die to critical hits. Level 15, Persistent Rage. You have advantage on strength saves and checks, a bonus to melee attack damage, and resistance to slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing damage. Your rage is so fierce that it ends only if you fall unconscious, choose to end it, or 1 minute has passed. You gain these benefits only if you're not currently wearing heavy armor. Then level 16, ability score choice, and additional rage damage. So that's just for basic barbarians. Now, let's go into specifics. So, firstly, a very familiar one, Path of the Berserker. The Path of the Berserker is a path of untrammeled fury, slick with blood. As you enter the Berserker's rage, you thrill in the chaos of battle, heedless of your own health or well-being. So, Path of the Berserker. Level 3, Frenzy. You go into a frenzy when you rage. If you do so for the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. When your rage ends, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion unless you make a successful DC 10 Constitution saving throw. DC increases by 5 for each time until you complete a short or long rest. Level 6, Mindless Rage. You can't be charmed or frightened while raging. Level 10, Intimidating Presence. Frightening a creature until the end of your next turn if it fails a wisdom check opposed by your charisma. Level 14, Retaliation. Whenever an opponent attacks you from a nearby cell, you're granted an immediate melee attack against the opponent. So this is basically just a rage build. Building on, hey, just rage. Rage is what you do as a barbarian. And you can also riposte. And I think it's pretty neat. This next one is my favorite one. I don't think anything like this exists in base D&D, so I think it's really creative and I like it. Path of the Magebane. Followers of this path have developed a profound hatred for magic and magic users. For them, physical prowess is the only decent way. They despise and distrust magic and magic users. Level 3, Warcry. While raging, a magebane who takes damage from spells or other magical attacks can use their reaction to unleash a powerful Warcry, dealing psychic damage equal to a 1d6 plus Constitution modifier to all enemies within 6 cells. Enemy of Magic. While raging, Magebanes roll an additional weapon damage die when making a successful melee attack against a creature capable of spellcasting. Level 10, Reject Magic. Advantage on saving throws against spells. Level 14, Spell Crusher. When raging, you can dispel a magic effect on a creature or object as a bonus action, as if you were casting Dispel Magic or with Constitution as a spellcasting ability. Use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. I really like this path. I think it's really creative. I think it's really funny. Just being so enraged by the concept of magic that you can actively just defy the laws of fantasy to just say, fuck that, fuck your fireball, I don't care. I really like this one. I think it's my favorite. Up next, Path of the Stone. Barbarians following this path draw their strength from the connection to stone. They are known for their doggedness. They never give up in the face of adversity and thrive in hostile environments. Level 3, Stone Resilience. While raging, you gain temporary HP equal to twice your proficiency bonus at the end of your turn. Level 6, Strength from Within. Your Constitution saving throw is used for any saving throw if it's higher than one normally used. Level 10, Rock Solid. Wink. While raging, you gain +1 AC per hostile opponent that you can see within 1 cell of you, up to a maximum of +4. And level 14, Last Stand. You gain bonus to your melee weapon damage roll equal to your proficiency. So this is basically the tank build. All the AC stuff and all that, if you pick Path of the Stone, you're making the tank barbarian. Nothing wrong with that. Barbarians can be good tanks. So, yep. And then lastly, we have Path of the Claw. It is an open secret that barbarians of the Path of the Claw are the descendants of an old clan that mingled with dragons. Whenever they enter a rage, their ancestry comes rushing on and takes over their senses, allowing them to perform incredible feats of power. So, dragon ancestry, choose type of dragon as your ancestor. Kind of basically, yeah. Dragon scales. While raging, you gain +1 bonus to AC and resistance to the damage type of your draconic ancestor. Level 6, Draconic Wrath. You can use the bonus action to breathe a 3 cells cone of elemental damage equal to half your level, rounded up, in D8. Every creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw equal to 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your constitution modifier, taking only half damage on success. Level 10, Dragon's Blessing. While raging, your melee weapon attacks deal an additional 1d8 elemental damage. And level 14, Frightful Strike. While raging, the first creature you hit with a melee attack each turn must make a wisdom saving throw, or become frightened until the end of their turn. So this is also a really interesting one. I equate this to, hey, are you playing Barbarian, and you're not a Dragonborn, but you want Dragonborn stuff? Go Path of the Claw. It's got a neat little selection of stuff here. I really like the frightening stuff, the elemental stuff, a neat little package of things here. So that's everything for Barbarian. Magebane, is my absolute favorite, but I also really like Path of the Claw. Path of the Berserker, it's a classic. You love it. And then Path of Stone, kind of boring, but it's a reliable tank class, so, what can you do? Alright, 1 down, 12 to go. Alright, next up, Bard. Oh boy. While they are capable fighters, the true power of bards lies in their words and music. They can inspire those who hear them, raise their spirits, and affect their minds in other ways. They are well versed in lore and magic as well. Alright, Bard. Same for proficiencies, dexterity, charisma, arm proficiencies, light. Weapon proficiencies, simple weapons, short swords, long swords, and rapiers. Bard skills, choose 3 skills, so yeah, definitely get your skills in. Bardic Inspiration, use a bonus action to grant a Bardic Inspiration die to a creature, which can be used within 10 minutes to change the outcome of an attack, saving throw, or ability check. The die value increases at higher levels, can be used a number of times equal to your charisma modifier per long rest. Ritual casting, you can cast a selected spell as a ritual, and the spell has the ritual tag. Bard spellcasting, cast Bard spells. Equipment here, so loot or other magical instrument. Bards don't always have to use loots. When I do bards, I try to avoid them going stereotypical using loots. Again, my favorite bard subclass in D&D is College of Swords, which is definitely more of a combat bard, like martial combat bard, not magic combat bard. But you have a neat selection of instruments here. You got bongos, could definitely whip out those. Conch shell, I think that's really funny. A drum, you got a dulcimer, flute, horn, lute, the classic, a shawm, and that's it. So we'll leave that alone. You can get a rapier or a longsword, and then bard armor and a dagger, and then you can go fire a diplomat pack or an entertainer pack. It's up to yours, depending on what kind of bard you're running. Alright, let's go to higher levels. Level 2, Song of Rest. During a short rest, each ally rolls an initial hit die when spending hit die to regain hit points. Jack of all trades. Add half your proficiency bonus to any ability check you make that doesn't already include your proficiency bonus. Level 3, Bard Expertise. At third level, choose 2 of your skill proficiencies. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make that uses either of the chosen proficiencies. At the 11th level, you can choose another 2 skill proficiencies to gain this benefit. Bard Colleges. At level 3, you delve into advanced techniques of a Bard College of your choice, which grants you features at level 3, and again at level 6 and 14. Subclasses. At level 4, level 5, Bard Inspiration, die is now a D8. Font of Inspiration. You regain all your expended uses of Bard Inspiration when you finish a short or long rest. Level 6, Counter Charm. Star performance that lasts until the end of your next turn. During that time, all allies within 6 cells have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. Level 8, ability score increase. Level 10, Bard Inspiration is now a D10. Bard Expertise. At third level, choose 2 of your... Oh yeah, we already kind of read that earlier. Magical Secrets. Choose 2 spells from any class and include them in your spell list. Level 12, ability score increase. Level 14, Magical Secrets. Again. Level 15, Bard Inspiration is now D12, and 16 is ability score choice. Alright, let's get into colleges. Let's go to college. Hopefully don't end up like me when I went to college. Okay, so you got 4 colleges you can choose from. Lore, Hope, Traditions, or Heroism. So, Lore, the College of Lore, has gathered knowledge from all over the world, from ancient ballads, peasant folktales, scholarly tomes, and more. They pursue truth and beauty with unending devotion. So, bonus proficiencies. When you join the College of Lore at the 3rd level, you gain proficiency with 3 skills of your choice. Cutting Words. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration and target a creature that you can see within 12 cells. Roll Bardic Inspiration die until the start of your next turn. The target creature decreases all of its ability checks and attack and damage rolls by the value of the Bardic Inspiration die. Level 6, Additional Magical Secrets, 2 more spells. And level 14, Peerless Skill. You can now cast basic Bardic Inspiration on yourself. So this is kind of a Bardic Inspiration build. Gives additional functions to that. Not too fancy, but, gets the job done. Alright, College of Hope. The bards of the College of Hope are bringers of comfort and dispellers of fear. Their songs raise the spirits of those who hear them, healing bodies as well as soothing fears. Alright, so, Healing Ballad. Song of Rest heals additional hit points equal to your charisma modifier. At the end of a short rest, it also grants allies temporary hit points equal to 1 Bardic Inspiration die plus your charisma modifier. Wandering Healer on your bard list. Level 3, Prayer of Healing. Level 6, Mass Healing Word and Revivify. Level 6, Words of Hope. When giving a Bardic Inspiration die to an ally, they also roll a Song of Rest die to heal up to half their maximum health. Level 14, Start a Song of Hope. Starting on your next turn as an action, you will be able to sing a Song of Hope to help allies within 6 cells, granting them resistance to all damage and advantage on all their saving throws until the start of your next turn. If you take damage, you must make a Constitution saving throw, DC equal to half damage from a minimum of 10, or a Song of Hope will end. Song of Hope. Sing a Song of Hope to allies within 6 cells, granting them resistance to all damage and advantage on all their saving throws until the start of your next turn. So this is basically a healer bard. Very nice. It has a lot of useful stuff. So, yeah, if you don't want to be up there in the front and you just want to be, making sure your pals stay alive, hey, hopes for you. College of Traditions. The College of Traditions is descended from an order of song wizards who served the Maniclon Empire. While their allegiance has changed, their fascination with magic has not, and neither has their skill. So, Ancient Tradition, cast Mage Armor on yourself at will. Your AC becomes 13 plus Dexterity if you're unarmored. Order of Preeminence. When you make an Intimidation or Insight check, you can treat a roll of 9 or lower as a 10. Level 6, Verbal Onslaught. As a reaction, after a creature you see within 12 cells damages you, you can spend 1 of your Bardic Inspiration. On a failed Intelligence saving throw, they take psychic damage equal to 2 times your Bardic Inspiration die, plus charisma modifier, and be stunned until the end of their next turn. The damage is halved on a successful saving throw. Level 14, Maniclon Perfection. Once per short rest, as a bonus action, grant yourself and an ally the benefits of a Bardic Inspiration die without spending one of its uses. It will always roll its maximum value. Alright, so I don't really know how to describe this build, but it's just got a neat pack of stuff. Let's see, the Mage Armor, neat. Verbal Onslaught, neat. Yeah, it's just kind of neat. I don't really know what else to say for it. Lastly, College of Heroism. Some bards inflame their audience or a crowd using words, music, or song. Bards of the College of Heroism sing the song of battle and dance the dance of death, inspiring crowds with their deeds. Level 3, Bolster Morale. When an ally uses one of your Bardic Inspiration die, they roll twice and pick the best number. Heroic Tale. You can use an action to bolster an ally you can see within 6 cells for 1 minute, who gains immunity against fright and fear effects and advantage on all saving throws. You can't use this feature again until you finish a short or long rest. Level 6, Thundering Voice. When you grant a Bardic Inspiration die to an ally, the closest enemy within 12 cells must make a successful Wisdom saving throw, or take thunder damage equal to 1d8 plus their charisma modifier and have disadvantage on their next attack roll, half damage on save. Level 14 at Road's End. When an ally you can see within 12 cells reduces 0 hit points, you can use your reaction to instantly heal them for 4d12 plus charisma modifier HP. Use this feature once for short or long rest. So this is basically just also helping keep your friends alive, but with more like buffs and all that rather than direct healing. So this is basically inspiration, healing, mixed bag, and support. I'm kind of bummed there's not a bard subclass that's like College of Swords that just does some neat combat stuff. But hey, you got a bunch of neat options here. Nothing bad here. All right, we are 1/6 way through. Let me take a drink of water because cleric is a lot. Oh, that's good water. Alright. Cleric. Clerics are the servants of their chosen deity. In exchange for their faith and service, they are granted miraculous powers, as long as they constrain themselves to following their god's creed and perform their religion's rituals. So, save for proficiencies, wisdom, and charisma. Cleric armor proficiencies, light armor, medium armor, and shield. Cleric weapon proficiencies, simple weapons. Cleric skills, history, insight, medicine, persuasion, religion. Cleric spellcasting can cast spells from the cleric spells list. Ritual casting can cast a spell as a ritual if that spell has a ritual tag and you have the spell prepared. Divine domains. Use one of the divine domains granted by your deity. Subclasses are a little interesting with clerics compared to others. It's still subclasses and all that, but you kind of choose them a little differently. I think the same with paladins too. Scroll scribing. You have been trained to scribe magic scrolls. Neat. Alright. Then equipment. Mace or spear. That's your only choices. Scale mail or leather armor. That is scale mail, by the way. So that's leather armor for females. I don't really like the look of the female leather armor, but the male leather armor looks really good. But yeah, that's that. Light crossbow with 20 bolts, and a simple melee weapon. Yeah. Priest pack or an explorer pack. Then a shield or a holy symbol. Amulet. Any information? Yeah, it's just your spellcasting focus. Alright. Alright, higher levels. Alright. Level 2, Channel Divinity. You can channel Divinity actions once between rests. Channel Divinity, turn undead. Channel Divinity to force undead creatures within 6 cells who can see you flee, unless they make successful wisdom saving throw. Level 4, ability score choice. Level 5, turn undead, destroy. Channel Divinity to force undead creatures within 6 cells who can see you to flee, unless they make a successful wisdom saving throw. Undead creatures with a challenge rating of 0.5 or lower that fail the saving throw are instead destroyed. Level 6, Channel Divinity increase, plus 1 Channel Divinity uses. Level 8, ability score choice. Turn undead, destroy. Channel Divinity to force undead creatures within 6 cells who can see you flee, unless they make successful wisdom saving throw. It just basically bumps up to 1. Alright. Okay, level 11, that bumps it up to 2 for turn undead. Level 12, ability score increase. Level 14, turn undead, bumps up to 3. And 16 is, ability score choice. Alright, I think... Because let me see, divine... Okay, I think you can kind of see like what I'm talking about better if we actually go to the next page. So it says select a deity. So like I said, these are... Because clerics, you choose it at level 1. So... Arun. So, Arun, the primordial god of the elements and patron of adventurers, peasants, hermits, and all others who value nature above civilization. The oldest of the Tumuran deities, Arun is the one to whom humanity first prayed while struggling to survive in a hostile environment. His spouse is Maraik, the goddess of life and death. His clergy is divided into 3 main branches, each attached to one of Arun's powers, fire, ice, and lightning. But I notice there's a 4th one here. So, alignment neutral, divine domains, elemental fire, elemental ice, elemental lightning, and the sun. So, alright, So I'm hoping that I don't have like. I'm hoping there's some like kind of like bleed over with these to kind of save words, but regardless. By the way, so let's start from the top. So elemental fire domain. I'm not reading spells. Primal Harmony, fire, resistance to fire, damage is halved, and bonus cantrip, firebolt. Higher levels. Level 2, Channel Divinity, Fire Burst. Channel Divinity to cause a 3d8 fire damage to a target within 12 cells. Successful dexterity save halves the damage. Level 6, Cloud Elements. Use a reaction to become immune to your domain elements so it heals you instead of wounding you. I think that's kind of busted, just saying. Level 8, Call Upon Fire. The target suffers fire damage and must succeed a strength with save or be pushed. Can be used a number of times equal to strength, but number of times equal to your wisdom bonus until a long rest. No strength. Level 10, Divine Intervention. You attempt to request the help of your deity with success chance of 1% per cleric level. Neat. Alright, Elemental Ice. Let's read these two. Elemental Domain. Okay, there's nothing interesting here with the lore. So, Elemental Ice, basically the same, but with Ice and Ray of Frost as a cantrip. Higher levels. Channel Divinity, Ice Lance. Use Channel Divinity on a target within 12 cells. Target must make a dexterity saving throw or be pushed away by 2 cells and suffer 2d8 cold damage. Level 6, Scarlet Element. We already read that. Level 8, Call Upon Cold. Target suffers cold damage and must succeed a strength save or become restrained until the end of its next turn. Can be used a number of times equal to your wisdom bonus until a long rest. Level 10, Divine Intervention. Alright. Lightning. Basically the same. Primal Harmony. Your bonus cantrip is Shocking Grasp. Higher levels. Channel Divinity, Lightning Blade. Channel Divinity to cause a 1d8 lightning damage to a target within 12 cells. On failed dexterity save, the target is also stunned until the end of its next turn. Level 6, the same. Level 8, Call Upon Thunder. Creatures in the area of effect must make a successful Constitution saving throw or suffer thunder damage equal to 2d8 plus your wisdom bonus and become restrained until the end of their next turn. Can be used a number of times equal to your wisdom bonus between long rests. Level 10's Divine Intervention again. Alright, and then Sun. Your bonus cantrip is Light. Holy Radiance. When you cast Sacred Flame, your target has disadvantage on the saving throw. Higher levels. Level 2, Channel Divinity, Herald of the Sun. Channel Divinity to engulf a visible enemy within 6 cells in radiant light, causing 1d8 radiant damage plus 2 per cleric level, half damage on successful Constitution saving throw, and cause a blinded condition for 1 minute. Negated if saving throw is successful. Level 6, Channel Divinity, Indomitable Light. Channel Divinity summons a sphere of sunlight which affects light-sensitive creatures and negates areas of darkness. Soothing Hand. Heal an ally, don't heal an enemy. Heal an ally and remove one detrimental condition. Level 8, Divine Strike. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can deal an extra 1d8 radiant damage to the target. When you reach level 14, the extra damage increases to 2d8. Then level 10, Divine Intervention. I'm not sure if all of them have Divine Intervention, but anyway, so kind of summing these up. So these 3 good damage-focused elemental builds. Sun, also very damage-focused elemental build with a little bit of party support. Alright, that's all for Arun. Next we go to Einar. Einar is the god of valor and fidelity, and the patron of paladins, lawful warriors, and all those who bring light to darkness. The Church of Einar is organized into 3 orders. The Blade is a militant order, a bulwark against chaos and evil. The Shield is an order of protectors devoted on their luck. The Beacon is an order of errant preachers, helping the communities through which they travel with their strength at arms, their healing skills, and their knowledge of the law. Alignment, lawful good. Divine domains, battle, and the law. Alright. Battle. Gotta get spells. Bonus proficiency with martial weapons. Divine Fortitude, as an action, gains 3 temporary HP per cleric level, recovered after a long rest. Battle Magic, can cast spells with a somatic component without a free hand, provide a weapon or shield is being wielded. Higher levels. Level 2, Decisive Strike. On a successful attack, channel Divinity to add 1d6 to your damage and stun your target, save negates. Increases by 1d6 every 3 levels above level 2. Level 6, Herald of Battle. Allies in adjacent cells gain +1 on attack rolls, damage, AC, and saving throws. Level 8, Scholar of Battle. You can attack one more time per combat turn when you use the attack or shove actions. And then Divine Invention at level 10. Alright, then Law. So, Law, Command Presence, Proficient of Intimidation, advantage on Intimidation checks. Unyielding Enforcer, advantage on rolls to resist being shoved or moved by magical means. Higher levels. Level 2, Channel Divinity, Holy Retribution. When a melee attack damages you, you can use your reaction to Channel Divinity and strike back using a melee weapon, adding 2d6 plus cleric level psychic damage. Channel Divinity, Force of Law. Channel Divinity when casting an attack spell to impose disadvantage on your target's saving throw. Level 6, Word of the Law. Break the spellcasting concentration of an enemy. Level 8, Anathema, or however you say that. On a failed Wisdom saving throw, restrains creature and inflicts 3 damage each turn equal to your Wisdom modifier. The creature can be made to use a Wisdom saving throw at the end of their turn. Can be used once per short rest. Level 14 or above can be used twice per short rest, and the damage is increased by additional 2d6. Level 10 is Divine Intervention, level 14's same thing. Alright, so battle is basically like you're crossing over to fighter, like you're like the king of the fighters or queen of the fighters or whatever the fighters you want to be. It's a really good compliment to like paladins and fighters and barbarians. And Law, you're kind of part tank and also part just like a shutdown class. I think they're both pretty neat options. So that's Einar. Next, Marike, or however you say it. So, Marike, the goddess of life and death, the patron of healers and embalmers, and the embodiment of a universal duality. Traditionally, she is our own life. Her cult consists of 2 orders. The Order of Life, Regant travels the land as healers and defenders. They worship the healing, moderately aspect of Marike. The Order of Oblivion is an order of avengers and embalmers, where evil tries to pervert the cycle of life and death. The order ensures that the culprits are dealt with and their undead victims return to their rest. Alignment neutral good, divine domains, life and oblivion. So, life. So your spells. Bonus proficiency with heavy armor, Disciple of Life. When casting a healing spell, the target regains additional HP equal to 2 times spell level. Higher levels. Preserve Life. Restore hit points 5 times cleric level to 1 or more allies within 6 cells, up to half their hit point maximum. Level 6, Blessed Healer. When you cast a spell first level or higher that restores hit points to the creature other than yourself, you regain hit points equal to 2 plus spell level. Level 8, Divine Strike. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can deal an extra 1d8 radiant damage to the target. It increases to 2d8 at level 14. Divine Intervention. Alright, Oblivion. I forgot to read that. The life domain focuses on vibrant positive energy, one of the fundamental forces of the universe that sustains all life and grants unrivaled healing abilities. The Oblivion domain shows the darker aspect of Marike, that of the goddess of death. Clerics who choose this domain consider life and death as part of the same greater cycle and use necromantic spells as well as any other. So, your spells. Gatekeeper. As long as you're conscious, you and your fellow party members within 6 cells have advantage on death saving throws. Bonus cantrip, Chill Touch. Higher levels. Channel Divinity. Herald of Pain, which I just think is a very good title. Channel Divinity to cause pain to enemies within 6 cells. Enemies failing a wisdom save receive 1d8 necrotic damage and are poisoned. Peaceful Rest. While camping, reduces the chances of being attacked and prevents from being surprised. Level 6, Strike of Oblivion, 1d6 necrotic damage on your first attack of your turn. Mark of Fate, level 8. Mark a creature you see, so it receives additional necrotic damage equal to your wisdom bonus from each attack. Can be retargeted upon the creature's death. Need to take a short rest or long rest to recover this power. Starting at level 14, you can use it twice before taking a rest. Level 10, Divine Intervention. Okay, so life is like super cleric. If you're going life, you're like, I am dedicated to keeping this party alive at all costs. And I will do it expertly. Oblivion, I think, is really interesting. Lore-wise, you're basically like, okay, I like the death, but like the balance of death. I don't want everything to die. Everything does have to die, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. But yeah, you're basically just doing damage and all that. Yeah, I think it's neat. Okay, Misai. Wait, hold on. Is this the Hold on, is this one the Okay, that one's the same as Einar. You're just choosing your deity for that one instead. Okay. Alright. So Misai. The gods of mischief, protector of rogues and swindlers, and the patron of all those who chafe against rules and enjoy a little chaos. Priests of Misai seldom live a relaxing life. Usually they are one step ahead of the law, if they are lucky. May lead a double life, normal citizens by day and priests of Misai by night, because the cult of Misai is outlawed in many nations and barely tolerated in most others. Alignment chaotic neutral. Divine domains, mischief, and battle. So, I'm pretty sure the difference between this battle and Einar's battle is just like spells. So mischief. Mischief domain is followed by those who pursue joy, pleasure, and wealth through trickery, luck, and manipulation. So your spells. Trickster. Proficiency with stealth and deception. Borrowed luck. When you failed this saving throw, where you did not have the disadvantage, you can use a reaction to roll again. If you succeed, you will have disadvantage on your next saving throw. Higher levels. Oh boy. Channel Divinity, Strike of Chaos. When you hit a creature with melee or ranged weapon attack, you can Channel Divinity to add 1d6 points of psychic damage and impose a random condition if the target fails to wisdom saving throw. The condition can be advantage on attack rolls, disadvantage on attack rolls, blinded, restrained, paralyzed, or none. The additional damage is increased by 1d6 for every 3 levels above level 2, so 5, 8, and etc. The target must make a wisdom saving throw against your spell, save DC, at the end of each of its turns. On successful save, this effect ends, otherwise it remains for a maximum duration of 1 minute. Level 6, Elusive Target. Starting at level 5, you are extremely hard to corner in close combat. When a melee attack hits you, you can use your reaction to gain the benefits of dodging and disengaging until the end of your next turn. Level 8, Divine Strike. Once on each of your turns, yeah, that's basically the same. Divine Intervention, okay. So, I think this is a neat subclass. It's kind of like Cleric, but kind of crossing into like Rogue territory with like trying to be resourceful and a Cretan all around. I think it's neat. And I'm pretty sure battle is the same as the other one. Alright, lastly, we got Pakri, the goddess of law and knowledge and patron of judges and lawyers, teachers, librarians, and scholars. She gifted humans with the thirst for knowledge so they could learn and develop their society, and the law which preserves civilization. Her clergy is divided into 2 orders. The Order of the Book includes the most learned lawyer priests in the world. The Order of the Owl sends its members across the land to help those in need with protection and justice. Alignment, lawful neutral, define domains for law and insight. I'm pretty sure law, we already read of Einar, so insight. So, the insight domain focuses on learning memory and deduction. Those who embrace this domain are renowned for their knowledge and wisdom. So, your spells, then Divine Intuition, advantage on ability checks using Arcana, History, and Nature. Why not Insight? Inspired Diplomat. You always know the odds when choosing between dialogue choices that include an ability check, Persuasion, Deception, or Intimidation. Alright. Higher levels. Channel Divinity, Foreknowledge. Channel Divinity to see the immediate future and dodge your enemy's attacks better. For 1 minute, the first attack except shove made against you after your turn suffers disadvantage. Level 6, Divine Eye. Advantage to detect traps, hidden doors, and objects. Divine Lore. You know all languages, written and spoken. In addition, you can identify a magical item once per long rest. And then Divine Intervention. Okay, so this is basically just a good like support subclass. Like, really is just for like bonuses in the background, particularly if you're an inside cleric, you're probably speaking for the whole party because most of your bonuses are for I guess out of combat stuff. I think it's a neat little thing. I like it. I'm pretty sure LOL is all the same. Okay, that is everything for clerics, I believe. I need another drink. That took a lot. Alright. Next up. Druids. Druids are part of an ancient order dedicated to nature. Their powers and spells are attuned to animals, plants, and the elemental forces. You get a sweet coat if you're a druid, by the way. And that's for, like, both genders. Alright. So, saving for proficiencies, intelligence, and wisdom. Weapon proficiencies: club, dagger, dart, javelin, mace, quarterstaff, scimitar, and spear. Armor proficiencies: light armor, medium armor, and shield. You do not wear any armor made of metal. Hence, I get a sweet coat. Druid skills. 2 of these skills: Arcana, Animal Handling, Insight, Medicine, Nature, Perception, Religion, Survival. You know the Drake language. You can cast spells from the Druid spell list. You can cast spell as a ritual. It's kind of equipment. So, wooden shield or just simple weapon. Scimitar or simple weapon. Druid leather armor, explorer's pack, and your druidic focus. So, you know. Okay, yeah, it's sprig and mistletoe here. That's what they usually say in D&D too. Okay, higher levels. What we got? Level 2, Wild Shape. You can use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast defined by your druid level. Higher levels allow stronger shapes or forms of motion. You can use this feature twice. You will gain expanded uses when you finish a short or long rest. Druid Circle. At second level, you choose Druid Circle that further expresses your relationship to nature. Level 4, ability score choice. Level 8, ability score choice. Level 10. Okay, yeah, so a lot of this stuff is just basically defined by your Druid Circle, not really given outright. So, let's look at those circles then. So, got Circle of the Land, Circle of the Kindred Spirit, Circle of Winds, and Circle of Balance. So, Circle of Land. Circle of the Land is made up of mystics and sages who safeguard the ancient knowledge of the old faith. As a member of the Circle, your magic is influenced by the land where you were initiated into the Circle's mysterious rites. So, bonus cantrip, natural recovery. Once per day, when you complete short rest, you can recover a number of expended spell slots, maximum 5th level, up to half your druid level, rounded up. Level 3, Circle Spells. Select a terrain type that grants a range of spells that are always treated as prepared. So, forest, grassland, mountain, swamp, desert, coastal, or arctic. That's a little typo, needs to be fixed. Gotta put space in there. Tactical Adventurers, hire me. I will be your proofreader. Level 6, Land Scride. Moving through difficult terrain does not cost extra movement, and you are immune to magical plants that impede movement, such as the Entangle or Spike Growth spells. Level 10, Nature's Ward. You are immune to charm or fear effects caused by elementals or fays, as well as to poison and disease. Level 14, Nature's Sanctuary. When you reach level 14, whenever you deal damage to an enemy with a spell of level 1 or higher, they must make a strength saving throw or become restrained until the start of your next turn. After being affected once, they become immune to this effect. Okay. Circle of the Kindred Spirit. At the beginning of time, there was harmony between animals and sentient beings. Some of them even forged an unbreakable bond, melding 2 minds and souls in 2 bodies so that 2 bodies shared their bond. This ancient bond has been preserved in Circle of the Kindred Spirits, in order that druids have preserving the sacred bond. Oh my god, there's a lot here. So level 2, Spirit Choice. Choose a spirit to bond to. Grants a bonus to the bonded druid. Not really going to look into that yet. Spirit Call. Use an action to call your kindred spirit to a slot of insect cells. Spirit dies, you must complete a long rest before you can call it again. Spirit Bond. Your kindred spirit has the following features: proficiency bonuses to druids' proficiency bonuses, attack roll, druids' melee spell attack, saving throws, druids' saving throws. Intelligence is always 8. Advantage to attack on enemies engage with the druid or the druid's allies. Kindred Spirit dies, the druid sustains 3d6 psychic damage and is stunned for the remainder of the turn unless unconscious. After a short rest, the Kindred Spirit regains the same HP as the druid does from spending hit die. Level 6, Magical Spirit. The attacks of the Kindred Spirit are considered magical. Furthermore, each time you heal yourself, the healing trickles down to your Kindred Spirit, letting it regain a number of HP equal to your spellcasting ability bonus. Level 10, Shared Pain. As a reaction, the damage inflicted to the druid or the kindred spirit can be shared equally among both. Level 14, Spirit Rage. When you reach level 14, you can use Spirit Rage on your kindred spirit as a bonus action. Become stronger for 1 minute and grants the following bonuses: AC and damage bonuses equal to your proficiency, second attack, and you can use Spirit Rage a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. Alright, Circle Winds. So, druids from the circle draw their strength from the winds. As the cataclysm raged, the connection druids felt to nature frayed, but not so for the circle of winds. They felt the mana currents carried by the winds and through them a connection to nature. Through this, they were able to protect nature from the worst of the cataclysm-born depredations. Alright, level 2, Carried by the Wind. Casting a spell level 1 or higher makes you automatically take the disengage action for free and gain +2 movement speed until the end of your turn. Level 6, Sheltering Breeze. You can use a bonus action to let Sheltering Breeze blow all allies within 6 cells to you. All affected creatures, including yourself, have advantage to all saving throws until the start of your next turn. For each long rest, you can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom bonus. Level 10, Guiding Winds. Whenever you hit an enemy with an attack roll, the next attack roll against them before the end of your next turn has advantage. And level 14, Unfettered. Upon reaching level 14, you are constantly under the effects of freedom of movement, and you gain +1 cell movement and +3 bonus on initiative. Circle of Balance. Some say that druids from Circle of Balance are gentle healers, while others tell of merciless executioners. The truth is, both are right. Nature giveth, and nature taketh away. Alright, so your spells. Gift of Life. Whenever you use a level 1 or higher spell to restore hit points to a creature, they also regain an additional number of hit points equal to your level at the start of their next turn. Level 6, Survival of the Wisest. Your spells are more effective against creatures you already faced. You gain a bonus equal to half your knowledge level, rounded up to your spell DC and spell attack modifier against them. Level 10, Cold Embrace. Whenever you damage an opponent with a spell, they are unable to heal any HP until the start of your next turn. Level 14, Bounce of Power. When you reach level 14, you can use your bonus action to grant all allies within 12 cells advantage on attack rolls until the start of your next turn. You and your allies who are under the effects of Bounce of Power can be attacked with advantage by all enemies until the start of your next turn. You can use Bounce of Power a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. Alright, so basically, this is healing and also combat, and kind of buffing in a way, I guess. So, a mixed package. Naturally. Winds is a big, movement and combat-focused one. I like it. I think it's neat. Kindred Spirit is a companion-based one. I think it's the only, companion-based one there is, maybe. I could be wrong. And then Circle of Land is just kind of... It's just kind of a mixed bag, too. But yeah, Druid stuff. Very neat. We are 1/3 of the way through. Woo! Alright, let's go with Baby's First Class next, Fighter. Fighters are trained in the arts of combat. They are adept with most weapons, but often choose to specialize. All fighters can use armor, shields, and ranged weapons. I got no idea what's going on with that armor. So, save for proficiencies, strength, constitution, arm proficiencies, everything, basically. Smithing. You are trained to craft basic ammunition with smith's tools, arrows, and bolts. What proficiencies? Everything, basically. Fire skills. To choose these skills: acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, history, insight, intimidation, perception, survival. Fighting style. Choose the fighting style as a specialty. Second wind. Regain 1d10 plus level HP as a bonus action. And we can go over fighting styles over here in a minute. Add equipment. So chainmail or leather armor and a longbow. You have a longsword and shield or 2 martial weapons. You have light crossbow and 20 bullets or 2 hand axes. And you have a Dungeoneer's pack or Explorer's pack. So a lot of weapons going on here. Higher levels. Level 2, Action Surge. Regain a main action immediately. Take a short or long rest to recover this power. Level 3, Martial Archetypes. Select a Martial Archetype. Level 4, Ability Score. Level 5, Extra Attack. You can attack 1 more time per combat turn when you use the attack or shove actions. 6, Ability Score. Level 8, Ability Score. Level 9, Indomitable. You can re-roll a saving throw that you fail. If you do so, you must use the new roll, and you can't use this feature again until you finish Long Rest. Level 11, Extra Attack. Level 12, Ability Score. Level 13, Advanced Indomitable. You can now use Indomitable Resistance 1 additional time between long rests. Then, level 14 and 16 are both Ability Score. Alright, Martial Archetypes. Let's see. So, got Champion, Mountaineer, Spellblade, and Commander. So, Champion. Champions focus on raw physical power honed to deadly perfection. Those who model themselves on this archetype combine rigorous training with physical excellence to deal devastating blows. So level 3, improve critical. Your weapon attack score critical hit on roll 19 or 20. Level 7, remarkable athlete. Add half your proficiency bonus, round up to any strength, dexterity, or constitution check that you make that doesn't already use your proficiency bonus. In addition, both your jumping, distance, and climbing abilities increase too. Level 10, additional fighting style. Choose the new fighting style option. Level 15, superior critical. At level 15, your weapon attack score critical hit on roll 18 to 20. Mountaineer. Mountaineers are trained to fight in difficult terrain and confined spaces. They are capable skirmishers and know how to take advantage of small spaces given the right equipment. Level 3, shield swipe. Advantage on shove attempts when using a shield. Tunnel fighter. While using a shield, gain +2 AC when you have a wall on one of your 4 sides. No diagonals. Level 7, close quarters. As a bonus action, you can force a switch of positions with an enemy within melee range by performing a strength versus strength or dexterity challenge. Just like for shoving, you are not open to opportunity attacks by doing so. If successful, you have advantage to attack this creature until the end of your turn. Level 10, shield push. Provided you wear a shield, you can shove an opponent as a bonus action. Level 15, Pack Striker. Starting at level 15, when you're using a shield, you have advantage on melee attack rolls against your target if another enemy of the target is within 1 cell of it, and if that enemy is incapacitated. Alright. Spellblade. Spellblades are as skilled with arcane magic as with their weapons. This versatility is a weapon in and of itself, often surprising enemies who tend to think an armored fighter cannot cast spells. Level 3, Spellcasting. Cast wizard spells and cantrips of the Conjuration, Evocation, Transmutation, and Enchantment schools. Magic Weapon. Your weapon attacks count as magical against creatures that are resistant or immune to non-magical attacks. Level 7, Into the Fray. You can use any melee weapon you are proficient with as a spellcasting focus for your wizard spells, and can perform their somatic components with the weapon instead of your hand. Additionally, being next to a hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged spell attack rolls. Level 10, Spell Tyrant. Target a creature and move it to 1 cell in any direction if it fails a strength save. Level 15, Arcane Escape. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain benefit of the dodge action until the start of your next turn. Alright. Commander. Shepherd. Commanders lead their troops to victory through discipline and rigorous training. They can bolster their allies both offensively and defensively and aren't shy to take matters to their own hands. So, level 3 bonus proficiency, gain proficiency in Intimidation and Insight. Rousing Shout. You can use a bonus action to give all allies within 3 cells of you, including yourself, advantage on your next attack until the start of your next turn. You can use this power a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus that you need to take a short rest to recover it. Level 7, Coordinated Defense. When you use the attack action, you can forego one of your attacks to grant an ally within 3 cells of you, including yourself, dodge until the start of your next turn. Level 10, Invigorating Shout. Rousing Shout's range increases from 3 to 6 cells. Allies affected by Rousing Shout also gain temporary hit points equal to your level for 1 minute. Level 15, Lead by Example. Once per turn after you strike an enemy, you leave a mark on them until the start of your next turn. Anytime an ally, including yourself, makes a successful attack against a marked enemy, they take 1d4 additional damage of the same damage type as their original damage taken. Alright, so these are easy. So this is just basic, just DPS. The crit stuff is absolutely busted. This is like your guy that, you know, cracks knuckles, proceeds to fuck up everything within range. Mountaineer is basically your, I don't want to say tank, but he's kind of like your guy that's like going to be heading up there. Like if you're in a dungeon, this guy's going to be like in front of you all, going to kind of be going ahead, shit's in the way, smack it, push it back. Basically, yeah. Spellblade, very interesting. He's basically, you're going to be doing like magic, but beyond that, you're still DPS. And then Commander is basically like the support skill, but you can still get some great damage off too. I like all these. I'm not even sure what my favorite is. I like Commander, I like Spellblade, and I like Champion. While Mountaineer's kind of my least favorite, it's still a very handy class. Yeah. All these fire classes are good. Do not take any harassment when someone says baby's first class. You're a queen or a king. Alright. Oh boy, monks. Despite their name, not all monks live in contemplative religious life. However, all have devoted themselves to training their minds and bodies to near perfection, enabling them to perform feats that leave others speechless with awe. Get these funky clothes. Class features: Saint Throws are strength dexterity, monk weapon proficiencies, simple weapons, and short swords. Monk skills: acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, religion, and stealth. Monks have smith tools. Oh god, reading all this. Unarmored defense. When you are not wearing armor, your armor class equals 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your wisdom modifier. Cannot use a shield. Martial arts. You can roll a d4 in place of the normal damage of your unarmed strike or monk weapon while not wearing any armor or shield. This die changes as you gain monk levels. d6 at 5th, d8 at 11th. You can use dexterity instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls of your unarmed strikes and monk weapons. Martial arts. Bonus unarmed strike. When you use the action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. For example, if you take the attack action and attack with a quarterstaff, you can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action, assuming you haven't already taken a bonus action with this turn. And equipment, it's simple. Monk outfit, got no other option. Short sword or quarterstaff, Dungeoneer's pack or Explorer's pack, and then 10 darts. Alright, higher levels. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh man. Listen, I might get filtered for saying this, but like monks, complicated. Handy but complicated. Oh god, I'm wearing out fast. Alright. Key points. Starting at 2nd level, your training allows you to harness the mystic energy of Ki. Your access to this energy is represented by a number of key points. Your monk level determines the number of points you have. 2 at level 2, 3 at level 3, etc. Patient defense. You can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. Step of the wind. You can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn. And your jump distance is doubled for the turn. Flurry of blows. Oh boy, the classic. After the attack action has been used on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Unarmored movement. Starting at level 2, your speed increases by 2 cells while you're not wearing armor or wielding a shield. This bonus becomes 3 cells at level 6, 4 cells at level 10, and 5 at level 14. Alright. Monastic traditions. Determine tradition you have chosen. Subclass. Deflect missiles. Oh boy. Starting at the 3rd level, you can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged weapon attack. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your monk level. If reduce the damage to 0, you can catch a missile if it is small enough for you to hold in one hand, and you have at least one hand free. If you catch a missile in this way, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with the weapon or piece of ammunition you just caught. As part of the same reaction, you can make this attack with proficiency, regardless of your weapon proficiencies, and the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack, which has a normal range of 4 cells and a long range of 12 cells. Level 4, ability score choice. Slow fall. Starting at the 4th level, you can use a reaction when you fall to reduce any damage you take by the amount equal to 5 times your monk level. Additionally, you don't become prone when you're landing. Level 5, extra attack. You can attack 1 more time per combat turn. Stunning strike. Starting at the 5th level, you can interfere with the flow of ki in an opponent's body. When you hit another creature with melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 ki point to attempt a stunning strike. The target must succeed on Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn. Level 6, Ki and Powered Strikes. Starting at 6th level, your unarmed strikes count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. Level 7, Evasion. At 7th level, your instinctive agility lets you dodge out of the way of certain area effects, such as Blue Dragon's Lightning Breath or a Fireball spell. When you're subjected to any effect that allows you to make dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw and only half damage if you fail. Stillness of Wind. Starting at the 7th level, you become immune to being charmed or frightened. Level 8, ability score choice. Level 9, unarmored movement improved. Starting 9th level, climbing becomes second nature to you. Climbing no longer costs you extra movement. Ugh. Level 10, purity of body. At the 10th level, your master of the key flowing through you makes you immune to disease and poison. Level 12, ability choice. Level 13, tongue of the sun and moon. Starting to level 13, you learn to touch the key of other minds so that you understand all spoken languages. Moreover, any creature you can understand a language any creature that can understand a language can understand what you say. Level 14, Diamond Soul. Starting at level 14, your Master of Key grants you proficiency in all saving throws. Additionally, whenever you make a saving throw and fail, you can spend 1 key point to enroll it and take the second result. Level 15, Timeless Body. At the 15th level, you gain the following benefits: resistance to necrotic damage, advantage on saving throws against being life drained, and you don't require food ration anymore to take a long rest. Level 16, ability score choice. I have a stigma against monks, and reading all that only reinforces it. Holy fucking shit. I'll go say Jesus Christ. Having all that at your disposal and trade off, oh, you can't use certain weapons, and oh, you can't use like armor and all that. No, fucking bullshit. Fuck off. I'm kidding, of course. Monks are great classes. Alright. We're not even for the traditions yet. Oh, fuck, I forgot the fighting style. Oh, well, we'll do that later. What is the tradition? So, Way of the Open Hand, Way of Freedom, Way of Survival, Way of Light. Monks with the Way of the Open Hand devote themselves to the arts of combat. Dangerous with or without weapons, they throw or trip their opponents using the mystical force of Ki to protect and heal themselves. So, level 3, Open Hand Technique. Starting when you choose the tradition at 3rd level, you can manipulate your enemy's ki when you harness your own. Whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by your flurry of blows, you can impose one of the following effects on the target. It must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. It must make a strength saving throw. If it fails, you can push up to 3 cells away from you. It can't take reactions until the end of your next turn. Level 6, Wholeness of Body. At the 6th level, you gain the ability to heal yourself. As an action, you can regain hit points equal to 3 times your monk level. You must finish a long rest before you can use this feature again. Level 11, Tranquility. Level 11, when you're about to be hit by an attack or single target spell, you can spend 1 key point to gain the benefits of the spell shield. Okay, at the very least, these are simple. At least so far, I think. Way of Freedom. This style of fighting was developed by Maniclon slaves who were forbidden weapons by their masters. Emphasizing speed and balance, the Way of Freedom lets its followers evade blows and dart inside enemy defenses. Flurry of Blows improved 1. Starting at 3rd level, when you use Flurry of Blows, you gain advantage on your next attack, and you gain the benefit of dash action until the end of your turn. Level 6, Whirling Dance. Starting to 6th level, when a creature misses you with a melee attack roll, you can use your reaction and make an immediate attack against that creature. 11. Flurry of Blows improved 2. You can just make an additional attack on top of that. I'm going to save myself the words. Way of Survival. In the aftermath of Cataclysm, isolated communities developed physical and mental techniques that allowed them to push the limits of their strength and endurance to the utmost. Surviving while their neighbors perished, the followers of the Way of Survival are as tough as the harsh times that forged them. Level 3, Defensive Stance. Start at the 3rd level, you gain plus 2 bonus to AC while you're not wearing armor and not incapacitated. When you use Patient Defense, you gain advantage on your attack rolls until the start of your next turn. Level 6, Unbreakable Body. Starting at 6th level, whenever you take damage from any source, you heal a number of hit points equal to your proficiency bonus at the start of your next turn. Wherever you use Patient Defense, you also gain resistance to all damage types until the start of your next turn. Level 11, Unmoving Strength. Starting at the 11th level, you now add your Constitution modifier to the damage rolls of your unarmed strikes and monk weapons. Way of Light. Way of Light was developed by former worshippers of Einar, who devoted their faith to luminous aspects of the deity in his fight against darkness. After generations, the religion's faith or creed disappeared to leave space for the discipline of self-perfection and the purity of light. Luminous Keys. Starting the 3rd level, you will learn the Light and Shine cantrips, wisdom for spellcasting. Whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by your Flurry of Blows, they automatically start emitting bright lights until the end of your next turn. Level 6, Radiant Strikes. Starting the 6th level, Yeah, 6. Anytime you strike a target affected by Shine or Luminous Key, you deal an additional 1d4 radiant damage. Level 11, Blinding Flash. Starting at the 11th level, as a bonus action, you can spend 2 key points to generate a blinding burst of light. All creatures within 3 cells of you must roll a Constitution saving throw or take 3d6 radiant damage, and become blinded until the end of your next turn, half damage on success. So, the interesting thing about this, I'm pretty sure that Blinding Flash also includes your allies, so you gotta be careful a little bit. So yeah, basically, Way of Open Hands kind of a self-sufficient monk. You can heal, and you can deal some good damage, and yeah, you can protect yourself. So, good all-rounder there. Freedom, you're all about versatility and movement. You can quickly dash inside, behind enemy lines, kind of distract them while the rest of your party kind of works on the others. Way of Survival is your tank monk class. No bones about it. You can handle what life dishes out at you with interest. And Way of Light is an interesting so on one hand, I feel this would be a good also dash behind enemy lines class later on. We have Blinding Flash, so you can kind of blind enemies, not rescue your team. But this is also a class I feel would go good with a cleric or a wizard or somebody that can use the light cantrips or anything to kind of maximize your damage. Monks are very neat. Despite my slander, very neat class to check out. They have a lot going on, but you really need to study what all goes on with them. Alright, we're halfway through. Woohoo! Let me drink water. Alright. Paladins are elite warriors who have sworn unbreakable holy oaths to fight evil. In addition to their weapons and armor, they wield divine powers and clerical spells. Do we gotta look through deities too? Okay, these are probably some the same as the clerics, so okay. So, Paladin class features: wisdom, charisma, armor, proficiencies, everything. Weapons, everything. Paladin skills: athletics, insight, intimidation, medicine, persuasion, religion. Divine Sense reveals celestials, fiends, and the undead. Healing Pool, a pool of healing power, 5 points per paladin level. Lay on Hands, spend points from your healing pool to restore lost HP. Neutralize Poison, spend 5 points from your Lay on Hands healing pool to neutralize 1 poison. Cure Disease, spend 5 points from your healing pool to cure 1 disease. Your equipment, you got Longsword and Shield or 2 martial weapons. 5 javelins or 1 simple weapon. Your holy symbol, chainmail, and then our priest pack or explorer pack. Higher levels: level 2, divine smite. Oh no, that's divine smite. Okay. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon, you can spend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 additional radiant damage, plus 1d8 per slot level above first, and plus 1d8 when hitting an undead or fiend. Fighting style: choose fighting style as a specialty. Paladin spellcasting: can cast spells from the Paladin spells list. Level 3, Channel Divinity: can use Channel Divinity actions once between rests. Sacred Oaths: select and swear a sacred oath that binds you as a Paladin forever. So basically your subclass. Level 4, Ability Scoring Choice: choose between increasing your ability scores or getting a bonus feat. Level 5, Extra Attack. Level 6, Aura Protection: grants saving throw to your surrounding allies equal to your charisma modifier. Level 8, Ability Score. Level 10, Aura of Courage: you and your allies within 2 cells cannot be frightened while you are conscious. At the 18th level, the range becomes 6 cells. Okay. Level 11, Improved Divine Smite. Extra 1d8. And you can spend a spell slot, I guess. Level 12, Ability Score Choice. Level 14, Cleansing Touch. Starting at level 14, you can use your action to end 1 spell on yourself or on 1 willing creature that you can touch. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma modifier, a minimum of once. Regain expended uses when you finish a long rest. And level 16, Ability Score Choice. Alright. Real quick, let's see if we do subclasses here. Okay, no, we just select our deity here. Okay. So we gotta go back and see those. Alright. Sorry, I had to stretch. Alright. Let's see our oaths. Alright. We got Classic OG Oath of Devotion, Oath of the Motherland, Oath of Tremor, and Oath of Judgment. So, Oath of Devotion. Paladins who swear to the Oath of Devotion uphold the loftiest ideals of justice, virtue, and order. They act with honor in pursuit of the greater good, hold themselves to the highest standards of conduct, and some, for better or worse, hold the rest of the world to the same standards. Alright, I am not going over the spell list. Channel Divinity, Sacred Weapon. Channel Divinity to bless your weapon. For 1 minute, add your charisma modifier to hit with that weapon, minimum +1. The weapon also emits a bright light over 4 cells and dim light over 4 more cells, and attacks count as magical. Channel Divinity, Turning Unholy. Channel Divinity to force fiends and undead within 6 cells who can see you flee unless they make successful wisdom saving throw. Level 7, Aura of Devotion. Friendly creatures in the aura cannot be charmed while you are conscious. Level 15, Purity of Spirit. Start at level 15, you are always under the effects of protection from evil and good. Right. Oath in the Motherland. Paladins who swear Oath in the Motherland dedicate their lives to restoring the pre-Cataclysm world, undoing the land's decay, and bringing life back despite its violent and volcanic nature. They reject the term Badlands in favor of Motherland. Alright, your spells. Channel Divinity, Fiery Wrath. Channel Divinity to target 1 creature from 12 cells, dealing 2d6 plus Paladin level fire damage and setting the target on fire. Can make a DC 10 dexterity check to put out the fire, or sustain 1d6 more fire damage per turn for 1 minute. Channel Divinity, Fiery Presence. Channel Divinity to blind opponents from 12 cells, or who fail dexterity save. Creatures with dark vision or better sight in darkness have disadvantage. Blindness lasts for 1d4 turns. Level 7, Volcanic Aura. Friendly creatures in the aura gain fire resistance and +1 AC. Level 15, Heart of Lava. Start at level 15, you are immune to fire and your skin covers with stone scales when you are in danger, reducing slashing / bludgeoning / piercing damage that you take by 5. Oath of Tirmar. Paladins who swear the Oath of Tirmar belong to an old order descended from the Tirmarian Inquisition. Obsessed with their archenemies, the legendary Sorakaf, they conduct their rituals in old language of Tirmar and hold grudges from the time of the Cataclysm 1,000 years ago. Alright, your spells. Oh, you also gain bonus Tirmarian language. We'll get to that later. Channel Divinity, Golden Speech. Channel Divinity to gain advantage on persuasion intimidation checks for 1 hour. Channel Divinity, Scourge of the Hidden. Channel Divinity to deal 1d6 additional radiant damage on attacks which hit opponents with either natural shapeshifting or dark vision, 2d6 of both. The effect lasts for 1 minute. Level 7, Aura of Truth. Friendly creatures in aura gain superior dark vision and +2 perception. Level 15, Sorak's Bane. Start at level 15 when you use a melee attack to strike an opponent who has either natural dark vision or natural shapeshifting. You use your bonus action to deal an additional melee attack, adding your charisma bonus to the damage dealt. Lastly, Oath of Judgment. Judgment! Paladins who swear the Oath of Judgment believe that no sin should be overlooked, no matter how small, although the punishment must also fit the crime. They're relentless in their pursuit of justice, and those who decide to stand in their way had better be prepared. Alright. Your spells. Channel Divinity, Weight of Justice. As a bonus action, you can use Channel Divinity to pour your determination into your weapon. Next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, they must make a charisma saving throw or they'll be restrained for up to 1 minute. The target can make a charisma saving throw at the end of each of their turns to end the effect. Channel Divinity, Purge Corruption. As a bonus action, you can use Channel Divinity to remove a negative condition, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned from an ally from up to 6 cells away. Level 7, Aura of Righteousness. You constantly animate a 2-cell-wide aura while not incapacitated. Allies, including yourself, within the aura add damage equal to your proficiency bonus. Level 15, Retribution. Retribution! Starting at level 15, whenever an enemy within 6 cells deals damage to you, you can use your reaction to chastise them. They must make a wisdom saving throw against your spellcasting ability, taking 2d8 plus charisma modifier psychic damage or half on success. You can Vicious Mockery as a paladin. That's amazing. Alright, so basically, this is your standard old path, Aura of Devotion and all that. Pretty good. Just, a little bit bashing, a little bit defense, a little bit support. Oath of Morrowind is very interesting. It's like a fire-based one, but like it's not all damage because there's support in there too. You're helping out your pals. Oath of Tiamat, it's situational. Because not everything has dark vision. Not everything is a shapeshifter. In some situations it shines, in some it doesn't. That's what I'll have to say about it. And then Oath of Judgment is pretty good, buffing everybody one. So, a few solid choices for Paladin. One not so much, but I'm sure it can come in handy. Alright, Paladin, over the hump. Ranger. Alright. Wanderers of Solasta Wilderness, Rangers are trained survivalists, fierce in battle, and stealthy hunters, excellent trackers and archers. They also have some spellcasting ability. Alright, so, Ranger class features, same for proficiencies, Ranger armor proficiencies, light armor, medium armor, shield. Smithing, you're trained to craft basic ammunition with smith tools, arrows and bolts. Ranger weapon proficiencies, it all. Ranger skills, choose 3 of these skills: animal handling, athletics, insight, investigation, nature, perception, survival, stealth. Favorite animal, gain advantage on ability checks towards this creature type and additional damage against it equal to your knowledge level. So, your choices are Aberration, Beast, Celestial, Construct, Dragon, Elemental, Fey, Fiend, Giant, Monstrosity, Ooze, Plant, or Undead. Sadly, Humanoid is not here. That would be too broken. That'd be like 50% of all enemies ever. Natural Explorer. You're adept at living and traveling in a certain type of terrain. So your options: forest, mountain, swamp, grassland, desert, Arctic, or coastal. Just heads up, it's not used in this one. Isn't really used in the campaign. So yeah, if you want roleplay, sure. Oh, which ones are used in the campaign? So forest, obviously, mountain, obviously, swamp, obviously, grassland, obviously, desert, yeah. Okay, so that's used in the main campaign, but I'm pretty sure it's used in the DLC, and coastal might be too. So, oh well. Alright, equipment choice. So, leather armor or scale mail. 2 short swords, or you can choose 2 simple weapons. Longbow or short bow. And then Dungeoneer's pack or Explorer's pack. Alright, higher levels. So, level 2, Fighting Style. And your Ranger spellcasting. Level 3, Primeval Awareness. Detects the presence of certain creature types and location. Ranger Archetype. Select a Ranger Archetype that will guide you in your travels. Level 4, Bow Score Choice. Level 5, Extra Attack. Level 6, Favorite Enemy. Gain advantage on ability checks towards this creature type and additional damage against it equal to your knowledge level. I'm pretty sure you just gain another one, maybe? Same Natural Explorer. Level 8, Ability Score Choice. Level 10, Natural Explorer. I think you gain another one. Hide in Plain Sight. You can spend 1 minute creating camouflage for yourself. Once camouflage, you gain plus 10 Dexterity Stealth while you are standing against the wall. You have to restart the camouflage every time you rest or move to another location. Level 12, Score Choice. Level 14, I think you gain another favorite enemy. And Vanish, starting level 14, you can use the hide action as a bonus action on your turn. Then level 16, Ability Score Choice. Alright, archetypes. What we got? We got Hunter, Marksman, Shadow Tamer, and Swift Blade. Alright, Hunter, your basic bitch ranger. Alright. Emulating the Hunter archetype means accepting your place as a bulwark between civilization and the terrors of the wilderness. As you walk the Hunter's path, you learn specialized techniques for fighting the threats you face. Level 3, Hunter's Prey. Choose one of the following hunting specialties: Colossus Slayer, Giant Killer, or Horde Breaker. Level 7, I'm not sure what all those do. Level 7, Defensive Tactics. Choose one of the following options: Escape the Horde, Multi-Attack Defense, or Steel Will. Level 11, Multi-Attack. Select one of the multi-attack options: Volley or Roll 1 Attack. Level 15, Superior Hunter's Defense. Select one of the options: Stand Against the Tide, Evasion, or Uncanny Dodge. Marksmen. Marksmen are experts with a bow, inheriting techniques developed by the elite High Elven troops of the Manacloran Empire. They're among the deadliest ranged combatants on Solasta. Level 3, Additional Proficiencies, Herbalism Kit or Poisoner's Kit. Reaction shot. When a visible opponent 2 cells or more from you attacks you with a ranged weapon or a spell, you can use your reaction to take a shot after the triggering attack. Level 7, Step Back. When you're within melee range of an enemy creature, you can use your bonus action to move 1 cell without provoking opportunity attacks and gain an advantage on your next attack with a ranged weapon this turn. Recycler. You can craft arrows every time you take a short or long rest. Level 11, Fast Aim. If you are using a ranged weapon against an enemy, your bonus action can be used to make an additional ranged attack on the same target. Level 15, Extra Attack 2. At level 15, you attack 3 times whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Very nice. Shadow Tamer. Shadow Tamers are used to wandering the desolate lands between the marches. They know the lore and languages of darkness and the wizards... Not wizards. Why did I say wizards? The hazards and customs of those dreadful caves inhabited by monsters. Level 3, Tunnel Wisdom. When in dim light or darkness, you gain advantage on dexterity saving throws. Dark Slayer. When attacking a creature with superior dark vision with a weapon, you add your proficiency bonus to your damage. Level 7, Rope Grapple. Target creature intent to pull it if it fails a strength contest. Know the Darkness. While in dim or no light, you have advantage on stealth, perception, and investigation checks and gain tremor sense. Level 11, Swift Retaliation. Whenever an opponent attacks you from a nearby cell, you're granted immediate melee attack against the opponent. Level 15, At Home in the Dark. At level 15, you have proficiency with all saving throws while in dim light or darkness. If you are already proficient, you gain +1 on your rolls with the given proficiency. And then lastly, Swift Blade. Swift Blades are fast, silent, and deadly. They're able to take down targets in a matter of seconds and then rush out of combat and disappear into the wilderness without a trace. Alright. Level 3, Quick Step. Your speed increases by 2 cells. Additionally, when you use the dash action, opportunity attacks against you are made with disadvantage. Blade Dance. While you're wielding a melee weapon in each hand, you gain +2 bonus to AC. Level 7, Battle Focus. As a free action, you can enter a heightened state of Battle Focus. All your melee weapon attacks deal an additional 2d8 weapon damage of the weapon's damage type until the start of your next turn. You can take a long rest to recover all uses of this power. Level 11, Extra Attack. Level 15, Uncatchable. At level 15, you become extremely hard to pin down. Whenever you take any damage, you can use your reaction to become invisible until you attack, cast a spell, or of your next turn, whichever comes first. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expanded uses when you finish a long rest. The thing is right now, this is TF2 Spy. Everything here is just TF2 Spy, I'm sorry. Beyond that, so Hunter, you're a quintessential ranger, and you got some good shit here. I kind of wish you'd go into like the hunting specialties and options and all that, but especially with like a multi-attack, pretty good. Marksman, definitely a very good one. If you're going to be hanging in the back and all that, hey, Marksman. Shadow Tamer is also very good, especially if it's best for dungeoning. If you're dungeoning, you know, just have a bunch of people with like dark vision, rolled low light, and you'll get the full effect of Shadow Tamer. And then Swift Blade, you're Spy TF2. So very good, very good. All right, 2/3 done. Up next, everyone's favorite little fuckheads, rogues. Rogues are versatile. First and foremost, they use their natural talents to master various skills and find their own way to thrive. Generally resourceful, they are known for their cunning and their ability to launch deadly sneak attacks. Alright, so, class features, dexterity intelligence, light armor, simple weapons, longsword, rapier, and short sword, thieves' tools, 40 skills, acrobatics, athletics, deception, insight, a lot. Smithing, you are trained to craft basic ammunition with smith's tools. Expertise, select 2 proficient skills or tools to double their proficiency bonus. Sneak attack, 1d6 extra damage, plus 1d6 every 2 levels, to one creature you hit with advantage, using a finesse or ranged weapon. Once per turn, no need for advantage if active allies next to the target. Alright, so we got a rapier or a short sword, short bow with arrows or a short sword, burglar's pack or explorer's pack, and then leather armor, 2 daggers, and thieves' tools. Higher levels. Hold on, let me stretch. Level 2, Cunning Action. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. This action can be used only to take the dash, disengage, or hide action. Level 3, Roguish Archetypes. Select a roguish archetype that will steer your talents in varying directions. Level 4, Ability Score Choice. Choose between increasing your ability scores or gaining a bonus. I already read that. Why am I reading that? Level 5, Uncanny Dodge. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use their reaction to halve the attack's damage. Level 6, Expertise. Select 2 proficient skills or tools to double their proficiency bonus. Level 7, Evasion. When you're subjected to an area of effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on a saving throw and only half damage if you fail. Level 8, Ability. 10, Ability. 11, Reliable Talent. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. 10, Ability. Level 14, Blind Sense. You're aware of your location of any hidden or invisible creature within 2 cells of you. Level 15, Slippery Mind. You have acquired greater mental strength. You gain proficiency in wisdom saving throws. And then 16's ability score choice. Alright. Let's check out our little zoomer shenanigans here. So, Thief, Darkweaver, Shadowcaster, Hoodlum. So, Thief. Fast Hands. Cutting Action allows you to take the use an object action. Second Story Work. Climbing no longer costs you extra movement, difficult climb surfaces are considered normal for you, and you can jump longer distances. Level 9, Supreme Sneak. You have advantage on dexterity ability checks. Level 13, Use Magic Device. By level 13, you have learned enough about the workings of magic that you can improvise the use of items even when they are not intended for you. You ignore all class, ancestry, and level requirements on the use of magic items. And also, thieves have owned their skills in the larcenous arts. In addition to improving their agility and stealth, they learn skills useful for delving into ancient ruins, reading unfamiliar languages, and using magic items they normally couldn't employ. Darkweaver. Darkweavers are trained by a secret society that extends throughout the kingdoms. They have developed techniques to improve their mobility in all 3 dimensions and master the art of poison crafting. So, bonus proficiency of Poisoner's Kit. Spider on the Wall. Climbing no longer costs you extra movement, and difficult climb surfaces are considered normal for you. Predator. When hitting an enemy on lower ground with a ranged weapon, add your proficiency bonus to the damage. Alright. Level 9, Poisonous. When you hit a melee weapon and deal at least 1 point of damage, your target must make a Constitution save DC 13 or higher, or they will be poisoned for 1 hour and take an additional 2d6 damage. Level 13, Shadowy. When you're in dim light or darkness outside of the enemy's line of sight, you can use your bonus action to become hidden and invisible until the end of your turn. Shadowcaster. Shadowcasters are trained in arcane magic as well as roguish abilities. They are tricksters who use magic to make their moves even more unpredictable and unstoppable. Some believe they don't really exist. Like me. Level 3, Spellcasting. Wizard spells, Divination, Illusion, Necromancy, and Abjuration. Shadow Dodge. As a bonus action, teleport to a cell you can see within 5 cells, recharges after a rest. Level 9, Shadow Retribution. If you are targeted by a damaging spell, whether it damages you or not, you can cast a cantrip in reaction on the caster. Level 13, Shadow Casting. You can use your sneak attack when you damage enemies with spells which require an attack roll as if you are using a finesse or a ranged weapon. All the other rolls for sneak attack will still apply to you. Hoodlum. When heads need cracking and people need beaten, hoodlums are those you turn to. These brutes may not be professional soldiers, but honor doesn't win you fights. Violence does. Level 3, Mean Mug. You gain proficiency in the Intimidation skill if you don't already have it, or Expertise if you do. The right tools. You gain proficiency with martial weapons, medium armor, and shields. Heavy Beating. You can now use the sneak attack when using non-finesse melee weapons. Level 9, Menacing. When you hit an enemy with a sneak attack, they have disadvantage on attacks made against you until the start of your next turn. Level 13, Dirty Fighting. You can use a bonus action to catch a target within 1 cell of you off guard. They must make a Constitution saving throw, DC 8 plus proficiency bonus with strength modifier, or become blinded and incapacitated until the end of your next turn. Once hit by Dirty Fighting, the same target cannot be affected again. I think it's safe to say that y'all can probably tell which one's my favorite. I love Hoodlum. I think it's a pretty neat class. I think it's funny. All of them are pretty good too. I especially like Dark Weaver. The poison stuff and all that. I think that's pretty handy. So Dark Weaver and Hoodlum, both my approved choices. All right, 3 more. 3 more. And I don't think they're very terrible reads either. Sorcerer. Oh boy. Sorcerers have an innate ability to channel arcane magic, usually through supernatural origin. Sorcerers are always able to alter the fabric of magic using sorcery points. Alright. Saving for proficiencies, Constitution, Charisma. One proficiencies, Dagger, Dart, Quarterstaff, Light Crossbow. Skills, Arcana, Deception, Insight, Intimidation, Persuasion, Religion. Spellcasting, Sorcerer Spells List, Magical Crafting, Herbal Remedies, and Enchanting Equipment. Sorcerer's Origin, different sorcerers claim different origins for their innate magic. Your equipment real quick. Like crossbow or simple weapon. Component pouch or your orb or your wand. Dungeoneer's pack or explorer's pack. And then 2 daggers and your outfit. Your garb. Your drip. Higher levels. Level 2, sorcery points. A pool of internal power which can be used to alter magic spells. 1 point per sorcerer level, restored at long rest. Flexible casting. Allows the conversion of spell slots into sorcery points and vice versa as a bonus action. Level 3, meta magic. You gain the ability to twist your spells to suit your needs. You gain 2 meta magic options of your choice. Level 4, ability score. Ability score. Additional meta magic. Learn another meta magic option. Level 12, ability score, ability score. Alright. Light read. Let's take a look at our origins here. We'll just go to the next page. So, we got 4. And I think they all add your appearance a little bit too. So, starting off with Draconic Bloodline, your innate magic comes from Draconic magic that was mingled with your blood, or that of your ancestors. Most often, sorcerers of this origin trace their descent back to mighty sorcerer of ancient times who may have bargained with a dragon, or who might even have claimed a dragon parent. So your spells, your ancestor choice, kind of the same as the Dragonborn, acid, fire, poison, cold, or lightning. You can speak Draconic, and the Draconic Resilience, kind of bundle with that. Alright, higher level, Elemental Affinity. When dealing spell damage to Magister Draconic Ancestor, you add Charisma modifier to the total. And Draconic Resistance, you gain resistance to damage to your ancestor for an hour at the cost of 1 sorcery point. Level 14, Dragon Wings. At level 14, you obtain the ability to sprout a pair of dragon wings from your back, gaining flying speed equal to your current speed. You can create these wings as a bonus action on your turn. They last until you dismiss them from a bonus action on your turn. Alright. Mana Painter. Born out of the mana starvation that followed the Cataclysm, certain dwellers of Solasta learned to drain magic from all that surrounded them. Locations, objects, and even people. They learn to channel scarce mana to cast spells, create potions and scrolls, whereas their enemies all call them mana stealers. They are truly artists of magic. You get something going on there. Spells, mana absorption. Your charisma modifier is used if higher instead of our ability modifiers on your saving throws against spells and our magic effects. Level 2, mana drain. Make a melee spell attack. On successful hit, the target creature takes 1d10 plus your charisma modifier force damage, and you regain 1 sorcery point. You need to take a short rest to recover this power. Level 6, mana tap. When you finish a short rest, you can regain a number of sorcery points equal to half your sorcerer levels, rounded up. You must complete a long rest to use this ability again. Level 14, mana balance. At level 14, whenever you use a sorcery point, you regain 5 HP per sorcery point that you spend. Alright. Child of the Rift. Another effect of the Rift in its cataclysmic closing was that some people around it were affected in their blood, gaining an innate ability to cast spells, but in an instinctive way. The very nature of the Rift also changed them deeply, as they are not only flesh and blood, but also mana, light, and shadow. You get kind of edgy there a little bit. Child of the Rift, so all that. Rift Magic. Immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell of level 1 to 5, roll 1d20. If you roll a 20, your spell slot is not spent. Level 2, Rift Deflection. You can use your bonus action to spend 1 sorcerer point to become harder to hit and achieve better saving throws until the start of your next turn. Level 6, Offering the Rift. You can use your bonus action to sacrifice 5 hit points or to regain immediately 1 sorcerer point. Sacrifice hit points are recovered after a long rest. And like I said this in a previous video, but I don't know if like you're like just permanently lose that like HP from like your cap, or if you just like lose 5 hit points, you can drink like a health potion and it boosts back afterwards. I'm not sure. Level 14 Rift Walk. At level 14, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 6 cells away to any unoccupied space you can see. Any enemy within 1 cell of your lane position takes force damage equal to your corrosive modifier, minimum 1. You use Rift Walk a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. And lastly, Haunted Soul. I kind of like this one. You're kind of bleeding a little bit there. You look a little spooky. Haunted Souls are sorcerers whose innate abilities draw malevolent spirits to them. Those who survive the ordeal learn to form a symbiotic relationship with them, harnessing their power in exchange for having their souls slowly being drained away. Your spells, and then Spirit Visage. You can use a bonus action to attempt to scare an enemy that you can see up to 6 cells away from you. Target must make a wisdom saving throw, or they will have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls until the start of your next turn. Alright, level 6, Vengeful Spirits. You use the bonus action to call forth the spirits inside you for up to 1 minute. You can target a 3x3 cell area that you can see within 18 cells. Any opponent that enters the area for the first time on a turn or started its turn there must make a charisma saving throw, or take 2d6 plus charisma modifier and necrotic damage. Half damage on successful save. Each turn, you can use your bonus action to move that area by 6 cells. Once you use Vengeful Spirits, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest, unless you spend 4 sorcery points to use it again. Recharge Vengeful Spirits. Spend 4 sorcery points to recharge your Vengeful Spirits power. Level 14, Soul Drain. Level 14, once per turn when you kill 1 or more creatures with a spell of level 1 or higher, you regain 1 sorcery point. Soul Drain does not work on creatures of CR 1/2 or lower. Alright, so there's a lot here. It basically boils down to, like, being able to use stuff in certain ways. Mana Painter and... I mean, hell, both these seem like more, like, viable, like, frontline ones because of the Spirit Walk, and then this with the melee spell one. All these are pretty viable attacking ones. I don't really know what else to say. They all have their own little quirks to it, and it's pretty neat. Let's go back. Alright, next up, Warlocks. Oh boy. Everybody's favorite edgelords. Where lizards draw their magical power from studying sorcerers from magical bloodlines, warlocks gain power through a pact with a powerful patron, a fiend, perhaps, or some other powerful entity. The nature of warlocks' powers varies depending on the nature of the patron and the details of the pact. Alright, class features, wisdom, charisma, light armor, simple weapons, arcana, deception, history, intimidation, investigation, nature, and religion. Pact magic can cast spells from the warlock spells list. Otherworldly patrons determines the patron of whom you have signed the pact. Your equipment here, light crossbow or quarterstaff, component pouch or your focus, scholar's pack or dungeoneer's pack, and then warlock armor and 2 daggers or a simple weapon. I mean, why would we get rid of the warlock's armor? It's pretty dripping. It looks really cool. I like it. Alright, higher levels. Level 2, Eldritch Invocations. Learn Eldritch Invocations to acquire new abilities or spells granted by your patron. Some invocations require a prerequisite to be trained. Level 3, Pact Moon. At the 3rd level, your elderly patron bestows a gift upon you for your loyal service. Gain one of the following features of your choice. Pact the Tome, Pact the Chain, Pact the Blade. 4, ability score. 5, Eldritch Invocation. Learn an additional Eldritch Invocation. 7, Invocation. 9, Invocation. 11, Mystic Arcanum, 6th level. Choose one spell of the specified level from the Warlock spell list as this Arcanum. You can cast this Arcanum spell once without spending a spell slot. You must finish a long rest before you can do it so again. Level 12, ability score and an Invocation. Level 13, Mystic Arcanum, 7th level. Level 15, Eldritch Invocation, and Mystic Arcanum, 8th level, and 16 ability score choice. Alright, let's head over here. I'm not sure if different patrons change their appearance. Let's see, so... No, I don't think they changed your appearance. Alright, so we got the Fiend, the Hive, the Timekeeper, and the Tree. So, firstly, the Fiend, everyone. This is the default fiend one, the default patron one you think of. A fiend is a dangerous patron whose power comes at a cost. A dense in the lower planes of existence, your patron's aims are evil, and although you may strive against those aims, the patron still desires the corruption or destruction of all things, ultimately including you. So, stand swells, all those. Dark One's Blessings are at first level. When you reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier plus your warlock level. Level 6, Dark One's Own Luck. Use an action to bring forth a fiendish stroke of luck. For the next minute, you roll an additional 1d10 on all your ability checks and saving throws. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. Level 10, Fiendish Resilience. Starting at the 10th level, you can choose one damage type when you finish a short or long rest. You gain resistance to that damage type until you choose a different one with this feature. Damage from magical weapons or silver weapons ignores the resistance. Level 14, Hurl Through Hell, which is also a very great name. When you hit a creature with an attack, you can banish it to the lower planes until the end of your next turn. The creature suffers 10d10 psychic damage upon returning from this horrific experience. You can use Hurl Through Hell once per long rest. The Hive. The insects known as Redeemers were developed by the Mancon Empire as living weapons controlled by Hive intelligence. With the Fallen Empire, that intelligence became self-willed and powerful, and curious about others. The Hive studies its warlocks as well as empowering them. So, your spells. Weakening Pheromone starting first level each turn. The first creature you damage with a spell will have disadvantage on your next saving throw. This condition expires on its own after 1 minute. Magic Counter. Starting at 6th level, you can cast Counter Spell once per short rest as a feature. This does not use one of your spell casting slots, and you add your proficiency bonus when countering level 4 and higher spells. Level 10, Reactive Carapace. Starting at 10th level, whenever you take damage from a spell or magic effect, you can use a reaction to immediately gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your charisma modifier. These temporary hit points last till the start of your next turn. Level 14, Anti-Magic Chitlin. Starting at level 14, you have advantage on saving throws against spells and magic effects. Alright, Timekeeper. The time is eternal, just as a long flow, and yet it longs for more than its endless flow. It longs to feel the meaning of a simple moment. The Timekeepers fulfill this longing and can even sometimes manipulate the flow, a boon granted to agents of time. You're like Loki here, I guess. I never watched the Loki series. Your spells. Curse of Time. Starting at the first level, whenever you damage an opponent with a spell, they become afflicted with the Curse of Time. Enemies under the Curse of Time will take half your proficiency bonus, rounded up, force damage, to start their turn for the next minute. Level 6, Time Shift. Starting at level 6, after you take any damage, you can use your reaction to rewind a few seconds, negating the damage taken, but still taking any additional effects. You're considered banished until the start of your next turn. After you use this feature, you can use it again until you complete a long list. Level 10, Accelerate. Starting at 10th level, on your turn, you can use the bonus action to briefly accelerate to ally within 6 cells. They gain the effect of haste until the start of your next turn. However, they do not suffer from lethargy when an accelerate ends. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. Level 14, Time Warp. Starting at 14th level, on your turn, you can take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. Once you use this feature, you must finish a long rest before you can use it again. Lastly, the tree. The tree stands at the heart of the forest of Culfanian. To Sylvan elves, and more recently to others, it's the soul of the forest. Its roots probe the earth, its branches touch the sky, and its warlocks travel to the world in between, informing and enacting its labyrinthine plans. So, your spells. Piercing Branch. Starting at the first level, small piercing branches sprout from your skin. Whenever an enemy hits you with a melee attack, they take 1d6 piercing damage. Level 6, Blessing a Tree. Starting at 6th level, both your blood and your skin start changing color ever so slightly. You can't be poisoned, and you gain resistance against poison and necrotic damage. Level 10, Explosive Growth. Starting at the 10th level, once per short rest, you can erupt and cause 1d4 per level of piercing damage, push away and restrain all creatures surrounding you on a failed dexterity save. Level 14, Wall of the Tree. Gain a plus 2 AC bonus, and you are always considered under the effect of half cover against ranged attacks. Your Piercing Branch now deals an additional 1d6 poison damage whenever it triggers. Alright, so these are all pretty neat. So Fiend and Tree, both I would consider frontline warlocks, because you got the stuff with melee and the defense stuff here. Hive is pretty much your anti-magic class because considering you can reduce magic damage taken and counterspell and all that. And Timekeeper, I just call it a debuffing and buffing class. So they're all very neat. I think they're all pretty cool. So let's go back. Guys, we only got one more left. Celebrate good times. Come on. Ah, water. You're so beloved. Alright. Wizard. Nice studs. Wizards spend their lives studying magic and learning more and more powerful and wondrous spells. Despite their weaknesses in physical combat, their magical abilities make them dangerous foes. So, saving throw, intelligence and wisdom, dagger, dark core, sapphire crossbow, arcana, history, insight, investigation, medicine, religion. Wizard spells list. You can cast a spell as a ritual if the spell has a ritual tag and you don't have it in your spell book. You don't need to have the spell prepared. Then magical crafting. You have been trained to scribe magic scrolls and use enchanting equipment. Your gear will click core staff or dagger, component pouch or your focus, scholar's pack or source pack, and then your spell book and your duds. Alright. Higher levels. Alright, level 2, Arcane Tradition. Grants you specialization in certain kind of magic. Arcane Recovery, once per day when you complete a short rest, you can recover a number of expended spell slots to maximum 5th level, up to half of your wizard level, rounded up. Level 4, ability score choice. Level 8, ability score choice. Yeah, it's all ability score choice. Alright, let's get into them traditions. So, we got Shock Arcanist, Lore Master, Green Mage, and Court Mage. So, Shock Arcanist. Shock Arcanists were the battle mages of the Maniclon Empire. Their teachings have survived the Cataclysm to become a renowned and feared magical tradition, taught in every major magic school. Level 2, Arcane Warfare. When casting spells from the war list, they count as being cast at one slot level higher than the one you actually use. I'm not reading all that. Level 6, Arcane Fury. Add your proficiency bonus and intelligence bonus to your evocation spell damage for 1 minute. Recharges after a long rest. Real quick, let me make sure I'm still recording. Yep, still good. Alright. We're getting close to the end. The main like bulk of reading was with class and race and all that. We are about to like start like breezing through shit. Alright, Arcane Fury. Now, level 10, Arcane Shock. Start at 10th level, you can use a bonus action to trigger Arcane Shock and make a Constitution saving throw DC 14 first, taking 2d6 psychic damage on failure. Till the end of your turn, you are restrained, but the spells you cast will have at least average dice roll value. You can use this power a number of times equal to proficiency bonus, then you must make a long rest to recharge its uses. Constitution. Alright, level 14, Grey Arcane Shock. Constitution saving die DC 16 first, taking 76 damage on failure. But in turn, you're restrained and all your maximum die roll for your thing. Alright, Lore Master. Level 2, Keen Mind. Advantage on Arcana, History, and Investigation ability checks. Advantage on copy scrolls to your spellbook. Scroll and potion and crafting costs and times are halved. Level 6, Spell Academic. You learn one additional spell each time you gain a level. Level 10, Arcane Lore. You can add your proficiency bonus to the number of spells you can memorize. You also learn 2 additional cantrips from the wizard's list. Level 14, Arcane Professor. At level 14, you gain 1 extra level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4 spell slots. Additionally, you learn 4 cantrips from any classes. Chosen cantrips count as wizard spells for you. Green Mage. Oh yeah, Lore Master. Lore Master is obsessed with the lost knowledge of pre-Cataclysm times. They know the old empire has superior magic, and they long to learn more about the lost spells and rituals. Their magic is focused on gathering all possible knowledge. Green Mage. Green Mages are the heirs to ancient traditions of the Sylvan Elves. They are wardens of the forest, specialized in nature magic, and also reliable bowmen, trained to survive without spells if need be, as they had to do in the wake of the Cataclysm. So, level 2, Green Magic. Spells from Green Magic list are to consider wizard spells for you. I am not reading all that. Smithing. You are trained to craft basic ammunition. War of the Forest. You gain proficiency in light armor, short bow, and you gain archery fighting style. Natural Explorer. You benefit from the same advantages as rangers when in a forest environment. Level 6, Entangling Shot. Your arrow can transform into a vine on impact. The target must make a strength saving throw or be restrained until the end of your next turn. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier, minimum 1. All uses recharge at the end of the long rest. Level 10, Leaf Scales. When an attacker that you can see damages you with a ranged attack or spell, can use a reaction to have the attack damage against you. Leaf Scales damage reduction does not stack with damage being halved from a successful saving throw. Level 14, Weakening Entangling Shot. At level 14, when hit by Entangling Shot, the target has disadvantage on all saving throws until the end of your next turn. Alright, lastly, Court Mage. Court Mages are the magical equivalent of elite bodyguards. Highly prized during the Man-Clan Empire when society was ruled by magic, this tradition has slowly resurfaced in more recent years. Alright, all is prepared. Gain proficiency with shields and gain the Protection Fighting Style, which allows you to use your reaction to impose disadvantage on an attack roll made against an ally next to you, provided you are wearing a shield. Spell Shield. You can use an action to create a powerful shield around yourself and an ally you can see within 6 cells of you. The Spell Shield grants both of you temporary hit points equal to 4 times your level up for 1 hour. You can use this power twice and then need to take a long rest to recover it. Level 6, Counterspell Mastery. Gain advantage on your spellcasting checks when casting Counterspell against level 4 or higher spells. Additionally, the enemies have disadvantage on their spellcasting checks when casting Counterspell against any of your spells. Level 10, Improved Spell Shield. Creatures under the effect of Spell Shield now also gain advantage on all saving throws against spells and magic effects. While Spell Shield has 0 HP, it can't absorb damage, but its magic remains. Level 14, Expanded Spell Shield. At level 14, you can create Spell Shield around an extra ally. You can now cast Spell Shield around you and the allies you can see within 12 cells of you. Alright, so we basically have... So I'm going to come for I do not like Shark Arcanist. I think the risk to you outweighs the potential benefits of everything you can do with it. Yeah, again, maybe I need to play with it, and maybe I'll like it, but just reading it, I don't like Shark Arcanist. I think it's like the one subclass that's just bad here, in my opinion. Lore Master is basically Order of Scribes, so it's pretty good. I'm a fan of Order of Scribes Lizards, so like it. Green Mage, I think it's one of the most interesting concepts they have here, because it's like a mix of like a druid and a ranger with wizard, and it makes you more viable for like martial combat and all that while keeping some of that magic stuff. I think it's pretty good. I like it. And Core Mage is a big like defense-oriented one. It's got its uses. I think I need to see it more in person before I like make an opinion on it, but I think it has potential. Alright, that was all of these. God, going all these probably took an hour alone. Shit, probably longer. I'm tired. I'm tired. But we don't have much to go through with the rest, so we should power through this all pretty good. Just to show off fighting style, I'll choose Fighter. Alright, backgrounds next. Now this is also some reading, but God, not as much as all that just then. Alright, Academic. You had 2 passions growing up, history and magic. Your teacher saw your interest and ensured that your potential was nurtured. Your mission in life is to discover the secrets of the past, both magical and mundane, so that you took your backpack and set out to discover the wonders of Solasta for yourself. So, Bookworm, proficient for Arcana, Nature, and Insight. Runaway Antiquarian. You still have ties to antiquarians, and your relationship with them is already good. Alright, additional languages. Doesn't really see any. Notebook. Personal journal to keep more of your adventures and discoveries for your posterity. Now, I'll go ahead and talk to this. So, part of like forming your character's like, I guess like personality, while checking these background flags. So basically here, you can choose from altruism, kindness, lawfulness, pragmatism, cynicism, authority, caution, egoism, greed, and violence. There's like main ones you pop here for your background you choose. And sometimes, depending on which background you choose, you also get additional flags here, like formal or casual, which I think just influence how you talk more. So, yeah. We'll go ahead to the next one. So, Acolyte. You have spent your life in the service of a temple to a specific god or pantheon of gods. You act as an intermediary between the realm of the holy and the moral world, performing sacred rites and offering sacrifices in order to conduct worshippers into the presence of the divine. Alright. Religious training, proficient with religion, nature, and insight. Potion making, proficient with herbalism kit. Additional languages, choose one additional language. Get crafting starter pack, 15 gold, commerce clothing, and herbalism kit. And then your personality flags would be lawfulness, altruism, caution, and violence. And you got the casual flag already. Alright. Next, aesthetic. You eschew the world and its material concerns, devoting yourself to spiritual and intellectual perfection. Luxury and even comfort are anathema to you, for they soften the spirit and distract the mind from what's truly important. So, you choose one additional language, proficient with survival and insight. Soup maker, proficient with the herbalism kit. Your background equipment, angry violet. Common in the Principality of Masgarth, this flower is named after a famous wizard. Herbalism kit, abyss moss, very rare moss found in the depths beneath the Badlands, and blood daffodil. This large flower is rumored to grow well on battlefields. All ingredients, by the way. And your flags are egoism, pragmatism, cynicism, and caution. Alright. Aristocrat. Born among the lords of your people, you have received a higher education. Also with aesthetic, casual flag. Aristocrat. Born among the lords of your people, you have received a higher education. Your manners and speech are formal and rigid, and you have difficulties when dealing with low-ranking individuals. A life of privilege gave you enough perks to start your adventuring life with a comfortable package. Alright, proficient with history, persuasion, and intimidation. 2 additional languages, 80 gold, and a sigil ring. This ring bears the arms of your noble family, marking you as a member. You have the formal and casual flags, and the other ones you can choose from are authority, lawfulness, egoism, and altruism. Alright. Artist. You have a creative talent, either inborn or developed through years of work and practice, that has provided you with a living. Be it music, painting, sculpture, acting, or some other form of artistic expression, your reputation has spread and people will pay for your works. So, one additional language. Provision with persuasion, deception, and performance. So you get a bronze statuette, value item that you can sell to a shop, noble clothes, 25 gold, and a cancelled contract, an old piece of paper with no value anymore. You used to think this was your career breakthrough, but after a stroke of bad luck, this contract was cancelled, and you now only keep it to remember never to miss another chance. Yeah, you painted someone's persona the wrong color, so they got mad. Your flags are formal and casual, and you can choose greed, kindfulness, ego, and cynicism. Lawkeeper. As a former deputy, you have an instinct for spotting trouble and force personality to nip in the bud. After a while keeping the peace in the Principality of Masgarth, though, dealing with petty criminals every day just wasn't enough. You took what you had and learned and embarked on a life of travel and discovery. So, your flag is casual. Detective, proficient with perception and intimidation. Enforcer, proficient in martial weapons. Additional languages, choose one language. You get clothing, 10 gold, and Lawkeeper's badge. You're not supposed to wear it anymore, but this badge is once a symbol of your authority as a law enforcement deputy. Casual flag, and you have authority, violence, lawfulness, and pragmatism. Low life. Born in the streets, you have always been discarded by most commoners, and learned to survive with close to nothing. This made you tough and resourceful. Manners and education are not your strong suit, but you have learned to compensate with other qualities. So, cut purse, proficient with stealth, sleight of hand, and deception. Burglary, proficient with thieves' tools. Background equipment, commerce clothing, and thieves' tools. Your flags are slang and casual, and your personality flags are greed, egoism, caution, and kindness. Sadly, no violence. A little disappointed. Alright. Occultist. You have devoted your life to study of the hidden and forbidden knowledge. Where others follow well-trodden academic paths, you strike out into the intellectual unknown, which is as surprising as dangerous to any literal wilderness. Alright. So background flag is casual. well, speech flag rather. I keep on mixing up the terms. One additional language. Proficient with Arcana and Deception. Proficient with a scroll kit. And, scroll kit, 25 gold, and old notebook. This old notebook, whose secrets you still haven't fully uncovered, reminds you that the world is full of mysteries just waiting to be revealed. Alright, then your background flags are greed, egoism, cynicism, and violence. Philosopher. You have spent almost all your life reading books and learning about all the world's Solasta and even others. You're passionate about knowledge and an expert when it comes to understanding. Now you've decided to take a new path, to explore and discover the world by yourself. Alright, speech flags are Form 1 casual. Background features physician, proficient medicine, persuasion. Alchemist, proficient herbalism, 2 additional languages, and you get herbalism kit, 25 gold, and crafting starter kit. Then your personality flags are pragmatism, cynicism, kindfulness, and altruism. Almost done. Alright, sellsword. You spent your youth in a company of mercenaries, and since then your fighting skills have been put to the service of gold. Companionship and bloodshed have forged your character and made you both tough and bitter. Your speech flags are slang and casual. Soldiering, proficient with athletics and intimidation. Armored, proficient with medium armor. Additional languages, choose one additional language. And then you have common clothing, 10 gold. Military campaign ribbon. A mark of your service encouraged during your days as a sword for hire. I didn't know they gave ribbons to mercenaries, but could be wrong. And then your background flags are authority, kindness, violence, and cynicism. Alright, Spy TF2. You have spent years working as a low-level diplomatic aide, learning the tricks of spycraft between the Principality, the New Empire, and the Kingdom of Galluan. You have chosen not to take sides and never became an official spy, but you have retained the skills necessary for your emancipation. Speech flag is casual. Spycraft, proficient with stealth and deception. Rough diplomacy, proficient with nature and poisoner's kit. 2 additional languages, and spy cipher. Learn a number of codes used by intelligence organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms and are able to decipher most of them. So, craft manual for poison, poisoner's kit, 25 gold, thieves tools. And your background flags are caution, cynicism, pragmatism, and greed. Alright, lastly, Wanderer. You're born in the Marches in a small outpost built during the Principality's attempts to colonize this region. You were raised and trained to survive the harsh and perilous environment. You had few friends, no school, and became a loner, though you learned the true worth of friendship, the kind that keeps you alive. Alright. Your speech flags are slang and casual. Lone Wolf, proficient with survival in nature. Crafter, proficient with smith tools and herbalism kit. Get Florist Pack, a torch. Herbalism kit. No gold though. And your personality flags are caution, egoism, pragmatism, and kindness. Alright, that's all for backgrounds. We will do a sellsword. Violence, authority. Violence, authority. Nice, I like it. Alright, so dice rolls. So you can either do point buy, but you shouldn't because that's lame. It's free edit. Oh, you can just make everything 19s if you want. Okay. We are not going to do that. We are going to just dice roll, and we're just going to roll them once and see what we get. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. So, boom. Easy. Alright, fighting style. So let's go over, because I think there's only 6 here. So let's see, we got archery, +2 bonus to attack rolls for ranged weapons. Defense, while you're wearing armor, gain +1 bonus to AC. Dueling, when you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain +2 bonus to damage rolls for that weapon. Great weapon fighting, when you roll 1 or 2 on damage die for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you're wielding with 2 hands, you can reroll the die. You must use a new roll even if it is 1 or 2. The weapon must have the two-handed or versatile property for you to gain its benefit. Protection. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 1 cell of you, use a reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield. And 2 weapon fighting. When engaged in two-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. We'll go protection. We got a shield. Alright, then proficiencies. So, just, select your skills, just like D&D. So, see, acrobatics, healing, athletics, history, insight. Do perception. And we'll do acrobatics. Alright. Now, languages, so pick one background one. So, all the languages you can choose from real quick. So, Common, Draconics, Dragonborn, all that. Druidic, Druids. Dwarvish, Dwarves. Elvish, Elves. Giants, Giants. Gnomish, Gnomes. Goblin, Goblins. Halflings, Halflings. Infernal, Tieflings, and so on. Orcish, Orcs. Spies Codebook, Spies. Terran, basically primordial, and then Old Tamaran, which is like old humans. We're gonna go Dwarvish because it's funny. Oh, we get a second language too. I'm gonna go Goblin because it's funny. Alright, then lastly, make yourself purdy. You need more polygons, Missy. Let's randomize the name. Celia Berg. I like it. This is just with humans. I don't think you can really do with like elves and all that, but preset your ethnicity. Sure. You got faces you can choose from. I don't know what's going on there, but sure. Skin tone, whitewash, blackwash, whatever you want. Green wash, purple wash, light blue wash. The world is your oyster. We'll make her how she was. Body decoration. You can put tattoos on your face. We'll just leave that blank for now, and then change the color of that. Scars. If you're if you're real rough, you've seen some shit. We'll give her no, wrong one. We'll give her a small scar somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Hair shape, or hair you want. You want the Killmonger cut? You can have the Killmonger cut. You can fucking eat that shit up, man. Yeah, there's a lot to choose from. They're not really restricted by gender, so they're basically shared in a pool. So there's some that are kind of masculine, some that are kind of feminine, and then some that can kind of go both ways, at least in my opinion. Do not ever give yourself the Killmonger cut. Personally, because I say it's overrated. We'll do that. And then, hair color, obviously. I know it's supposed to be dark blue, but that's a nice black. I like that. She can have that. Eye color, whatever you want. We'll give her light blue. Physique. You can make her big. You can make her little. I don't think physique works with everyone. I don't think you can really change physique on like Dragonborn or like the little fellas. Probably right there. I think that's nice. Age. Make her crusty, make her young. Whatever you really want. We'll keep her pretty young. Voice. You got 3 options for voice. So you got.
If it doesn't kill you. Thanks.
Voice 2.
What I wouldn't give for a nice fire. Thanks.
Voice 3.
I needed that. Nice jump. I thought you could fight. I
kind of like voice 1.
Through dirt, nothing new here.
And then pronoun, whatever you want. Additional backstory, just for, role-playing purposes. If you want to be like, hey, here's what happened to me, and typed out a fucking 8.5 paragraph story, hey, go for it, man. Nothing's stopping you. And, what am I missing? Oh, I have to change the name. Alright, Elisa Berg it is. Alright. And that's basically character creation. I'm gonna delve back in here real quick just to show off another thing. Let's go back in there. New character. We'll select the Dragonborn. I can really show it on either Dragonborn or Tiefling, but I'll just show it on them. We'll do a Fire Dragon. Make it be a dude. Bard, sure. Yeah, I guess real quick before we go, let's show off the male versions of armors too, since we just did the female. So, male barbarian armor, male bard armor, male plate armor. Got the nice yellow going on. The male druid coat, male druid drip, the male chainmail, the male monk garb. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's something about the male leather armor. It just looks better. Like, it looks like really good. Like, why can't it look this good on the ladies? Why can't it just be like the pure black and all that, man? Shit's so whack. Male sorcerer garb, male warlock garb, and male wizard garb. We'll be a bard. We'll be an occultist bard. We're gonna believe in greed, cynicism, but a little bit of lawfulness. Alright. Roll our dice. Okay, neat. He loves to sing. He loves to lift. Yeah. Yeah. A little sensitive. Dumb as bricks. Alright. So 3 skills. What do we got? He doesn't really like to be mean. Do survival. He can speak giant. Alright. And then kind of show off spells real quick. So you got your cantrips here, level 1, level 2, so on and so forth. A lot of them are like from D&D, but some not so much. So 2 cantrips will do dancing legs for utility. He doesn't like to be mean, so instead of vicious mockery, we'll do shadow dagger. Now class spells, we'll do comprehend languages. Healing word, cure wounds. He likes to be nice. And we'll do, heroism. Alright. And then just kind of show off some of the features. So, first name. Hedgelekos, sure. Marugan, sure. So, dragons use different faces. Oh, God, what's going on there? They have a smaller pool, but, it's all pretty unique stuff. We'll do this one. Skin tone. We'll keep it yellow because he's supposed to be gold. I believe that's why I chose anyway. They still have the bi-direction. You can still paint their head a little bit. He will this one time. He'll have some purple. They got scars too. He won't. He don't like fighting. Eye color. Pick whatever you really want. He's gonna have red eyes. Horns. So do no horns. Them. Those. There's a similar pull short by Female Dragonborn 2. I think they have a couple different ones, but it's all mostly the same. We'll keep those. And tail, you can change tail too. So you can have no tail, or you can have that, an armor tail, a wet tail, spiky tail, spade tail, or none. We'll just do like the wet tail. And you can make it big if you want. We'll keep it like that. Voice. Yeah, show the male voices. So we got.
Gods, that feels so good. Gods, that feels so good.
I see a hidden door. Let there be light.
And.
Thanks, I feel better. Thanks, I feel better.
Nice move.
We'll do this one. This one sounds positive. Pronouns, of course, and finish. Do I want to? Fucking sure. It'll only take like a minute. Nope, wrong one. Alright, new character. Let's do a... Actually, no, you know, I'll just bring up the one of the old ones. Where do I... You gotta right click. Okay, now I think just got... I'll just go in real quick and show one. Alright, we'll do a lady. Wizard. Academic. Pragmatism, greed. Altruism, greed. Actually, no. I think that's funny. Alright. History and investigation. Orcish. Elvish. Sure. Just show off some extra features. So if then it's different, like it generates a little thing for like every ancestry. Tieflings is like a name and then like a nickname. They don't have very many though. I'd rather just kind of keep getting the same ones over and over again. Yeah, show real quick, and kind of makes sense for them to have like little out there skin. Where is it? Horns, yeah. They have their own selection of horns you can choose too. Personally, I like the ram type horns, but you're free to choose whatever, or none at all, whatever you want. And they also have a tail too. Kind of almost the same options as Dragonborn. We'll go with that one. Yeah. Alright, that's about it for creating characters in Solasta. Thank you for bearing with me on this journey of me reading stuff and getting very tired. But hey, if you're into D&D and want like a little video game, I mean, check this out. Maybe Baldur's Gate has a better system, maybe it doesn't, but I feel like this game really deserves love. They really put a lot of effort into this, and I really want to give it a try again and see what all they have on offer. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the future. Bye-bye!